Welcome to USA Climbing's 2026 YETI National Championships. We are in Orlando, Florida, where the best climbers in the country have come to compete for a chance to become the national champion. We're coming to you from High Point Climbing and Fitness, so if you're in the area, come check it out. I'm Megan Martin, and I'm joined by 2024 Paris Olympian, Miss Emma Hunt. Thank you so much, Emma, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
We are so excited for the climbing tonight, but before we get to that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We are so excited to get going with the Boulder final. I'm Megan Martin, joined by Emma Hunt again. Thank you so much for being here. And before we get all that action started, we do have to have the athlete introduction. So we are going to throw it down to Lex on the floor as he introduces your top 10 women and your top 8 men in this final.
This is their first time in an elite national championship. KM, this is her second discipline as well. She competed in our sport event a couple days ago, all right? Now, if you guys are looking for the live results, you can check them out online, but right now, it is time to introduce our athletes. All right. Ladies, come on down. Come on down to me. Come on down to me. Come find your friend. All right, let's hear it for Natalia Grossman. Let's hear it for Nora Chi. Adrian Akiko Clark. Kaylin Leong. Jojo Chi. Nikaya Sanders. Annalise Von Huang. KM Suleiman, Melina Costanza, and Brooke Rabitou. And for you fellas, make some noise for Landers Gaydosh, Hugo Hoyer, Josh Gearhart, Sergey Lochno, Joe Goodacre, Cosmo Rockforth, Augie Chi, and Vale Everett. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 National Championship finalists. Make some noise for them. All right, athletes, return to the warm-up area, and I will see you here on the mats. I'm going to be yelling at you.
Thanks to Lex for those wonderful athlete introductions. Pretty cool to see a lot of familiar faces, but also a lot of new faces. We are going to take a look at those faces with the men's start list to start. In that 8th place spot, who you will be climbing out first is Landers Gaydosh, followed by Hugo Hoyer, Joshua Gerhardt, Sergey Lochno, Joe Goodacre, Cosmo Rothfork, Augie Chi, and your defending national champion, Vale Everett. So I'm sure a lot of those are familiar, but some new ones into our final, which is exciting. And now to take a look at the women's start list. In that 10th position, Natalia Grossman, followed by Nora Chi, Adrian Akiko Clark, Kaylin Leong, Jojo Chi, Nikaya Sanders, Annalise Van Hong, Khadija Magali Suleiman, Melina Costanza, your defending national champion, and Brooke Rabitou. It's going to be a really competitive competition tonight. for sure with all of the talent out there, and we are so excited to see that soon. But before we do that, we are going to go to a quick commercial, and then we will come back with all of the action in the Boulder final.
For me, motivation comes from the chance to go faster and faster. I find speed pretty addicting.
The power of we is all for one. It's all for you. It's always there for you. It completes your circle. It says you've got a team even when you're out there alone. And with Intermountain Health in your circle, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
You don't get a fire in your belly with a boring breakfast. You gotta light that sucker up with the good stuff. Kodiak stuff. Whole grains and a whole lot of protein stuff. Eating hearty sets the table for epic days ahead. Dig in and you'll see. It's wild what you and a real Kodiak breakfast can do. Proud sponsor of USA Climbing.
Out here. We play different. We don't play with whistles or referees. We play with adrenaline and euphoria. We play a rat house with failure. We don't play games out here.
Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We are about to get underway with the men's and women's boulder final, the last event of the week. It's kind of crazy that we're already here. Have you enjoyed watching? And also you competed in the qualification round of the, and the semifinals round of, the qualification round of the boulders. In my mind, you're always in semis too. But did you enjoy the boulders?
I did, yeah. The bubble didn't go my way.
How you guys
this
feeling?
time, one spot out.
But I was going to say you were one spot out.
Yeah. But they were super hard boulders, super great boulders, very tough round, but like a good round, like it was well set.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I was in semis, but another brutal round it looked like.
And that has kind of been the theme this whole competition.
Yeah.
Like every round has been so difficult, which is good in terms of preparing everyone if they do make the team for that World Cup circuit, because that's kind of what they're going to see. But yeah, it was fun to see you out on the boulders again. Obviously, we love watching you speed climb, but we really loved watching you boulder and wish everybody else got to see it too. But
Next
just
time.
us here in the gym were able to see. And with that, our first athletes are out. For the women, Natalia Grossman, and on the right of your screen for the men, Landers Gaydosh. So a little different from the semifinal round. They only have 4 minutes to climb 4 boulders and 4 minutes. Now, one of the reasons we do those 4 minutes versus 5 is because they did have that observation period to look at the boulders. So that's why we take away that 1 minute. And Landers is already right on the wall.
Yeah, he wasted no time. I like it.
Yeah. Ooh, Natalia right into that zone there. And if you did watch the stream earlier, I noted how she is, working through an injury. So she's obviously going to give it her all, but also there will be some self-preservation that might be seen depending on how the boulders are. It just depends on how shouldery they are. So that right shoulder is injured. And Landers Gaydosh, his first final at a YETI Climbing National Championships. Really successful youth athlete, was 3rd at Youth Nationals this last year. But this is his entree into the Elite Series, which is really cool to see.
Already crushing it. Already in the finals.
I mean, literally, can it get better?
Yeah.
I guess he could end up on the podium, and only time will tell.
I guess we'll see.
Natalia looking really good, trying to figure out these bouncy moves over here.
This gym is super slab heavy.
I was going to say, yeah, we've seen a lot of slab, which, I mean, is cool. They aren't like true slabs, though. There's a couple true slabs,
More like
but even,
vert.
yeah. Oh, one hand on the finish
Beautiful.
needs two. And Natalia Grossman with her first top of the night and flash.
Yes.
Definitely what she's going to want to do.
True
She's
Natalia,
very happy.
True Natalia fashion.
Yeah. Oh, Landers just losing his balance there for a second. Now, we will bring the next pair of athletes out once the pair is done. So if the pair of them finish quicker than 4 minutes, we'll bring the next ones out. But if one of the climbers in the pair is not done, we will run the clock down to the full use of the 4 minutes. Yeah, this wall that Landers is on specifically, it's cool because it's definitely vert, a little bit kicked back, but with the volumes, I feel like they've made it more of a vert
Yeah.
angle, which is pretty cool. This facility in general is huge. So the surface area and space with the boulders has been pretty cool to see. Sometimes in comps, we're a little more on top of each other, but it has not been an issue here.
Yeah. This one you're actually like having to run out to
I was
your
going to
boulders.
say, how was that?
I do cardio. I should not have been winded, but I was like winded.
I mean, it is kind of shocking, right? Like, I mean, you know you're going to get tired, but you're not like really expecting it. I will say, like, at least we're not at altitude.
True. And I was going out with like Declan, and he was just going, and I was like, I got to keep up with Declan.
Then you're like, wait a minute. Slow it down.
This
It's
is
fine.
not speed climbing. I don't have to win.
I'm not winning to get to the boulder. Under a minute left for Landers Gadosh in his very first YETI Climbing National Championships final.
He's got that zone so good.
Yeah.
Super dialed.
And you know, that like the third and fourth boulder for the men in semifinals were just nails. Like nobody figured out. And yeah, again, still looking to be very hard. I did talk to the head route setter, and he did say that the boulders are, again, very hard. But it's good for preparation. And we do have a very talented pool of athletes here, so it's better to be too hard than too easy, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. It can be brutal in the round, but they're just prepping you for the World Cups.
Exactly. And truly, like, as long as people are getting off the start. Wow. Oh! I loved the commitment there. That was so cool.
Oh, I wanted it for him.
Right? So the first boulder done for Landers Gadosh. And up next, we will have our next group of climbers with Nora Chi for the women and Hugo Hoyer for the men will be coming out momentarily. It is kind of wild right now, too, that the men's boulder is like on the very opposite side of the wall than the women's boulder right now.
Yep. Opposite of where they had been starting for qualies and semis.
Yeah, when I went to look at the boulders, I was like, wait, where are they? And they're kind of all around. They're not left to right. They're not right to left. They're just, actually, Nickel Club just said they're not left to right. They're not right to left. They were how I was feeling. They're all over the place.
I love that. That's how setting should be.
Yeah, I agree. Hugo making his trek to the men's boulder. And Nora Chi waiting. Of course, they have to wait to start the clock at the same time for both of them. So now they got the A-OK to go. And again, they did get that observation time earlier with 2 minutes to look at each boulder. And again, Hugo jumping right on as well.
So excited to see both of these people in finals. Did like the youth series with them, and like just so psyched. Nora did great in Vail, and Hugo's been crushing it forever.
Yeah, and specifically, Nora's more recently been doing lead comps rather than boulders. She like hadn't done as many boulder comps recently, so I think it's really cool to see her back in this discipline and in the final.
Yeah, and with her sister.
Yeah, with her sister
And
JoJo.
her brother.
No, so and her brother. Yeah, actually, this I think is the first time we've had 3 siblings in a final. I went off on the siblings earlier. I was like, it's so cool. We have 4 groups of siblings in the semifinal.
Leave it to the cheese to
I
be
know,
the first
right?
to be the 3.
I know. And this is her first final in the boulder discipline. She's been in finals in lead, but not in the boulder discipline, so that's cool too.
Hugo getting that foot out there.
Yeah, I really like how Hugo's approaching this one. Very calm, cool, and collected. You know, ever since I started seeing him on this circuit, he's always had that demeanor about him, even though he's still so young. And when he started, he was like 16. He like that first season he could compete in the Elite Series. But now he's even a couple years in, and it's really even grown more. I feel like he's really good at keeping it together.
I'm not sure what that finish is on Boulder 4.
And
I mean Boulder 1.
I looked at it and I already forgot. I think it's good enough, but it's not amazing. I can't remember. Nora just trying to figure out the semi-coordinated dynamic movement. It's like a slow, fast movement. Seen a big change with, I feel like for a long time it was all fast. Now it's like fast, slow, slow, fast, fast, slow. It's like all over the place.
Megan, it's just speed all the time for me.
This is true. For some people, it's all speed all the time. I personally love when they stick the jibs out like that on a volume.
Oh, yeah.
And force you to. There's also, I forget which number it is, but later we'll see there is a volume that's like, they made it like a prism and it's like sticking out of the, or maybe not a prism, but it's like 3D-esque because they put two together and it's like, it looks like it's just hanging on.
Yeah.
And I had to take a closer look. I was like, ugh. Nora setting up for another attempt. Oh, that was a lot closer.
Yeah.
Just having a hard time getting that momentum all the way over enough to where her hips are still up and closer to the wall instead of coming out when she gets to the zone hold. And that time I feel like she even tried to hang on a little longer and it really slowed her down.
Yeah.
But Hugo is doing a really good job figuring out his way to get over.
I like his sneaky toe hook.
Yeah, that was nice. Just 20 seconds left, so he will have to move a little quicker. Would love a buzzer beater. I do love those. Oh, almost looked like he was trying to skip a little bit to get out there.
Shoulder's not liking it.
I was going to say, gotta loosen it up. Hopefully it's nothing serious. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more of the action. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We have started the final, and we're a couple athletes in. Here's a quick replay of some of the action. Hugo Hoyer getting very close on men's number 1 as Norichi almost was able to get to that zone, just a little bit out from the wall, unfortunately. And we're going to get going with the next pairing of athletes momentarily.
Josh making that little jog out
I know.
there.
He's got a nice pace. I like how he's breathing. That's Joshua Gerhardt heading to men's number 1 as Adrian Akiko Clark gets to just kind of chill for a second until he gets to that first boulder for the men. heard that timer go, so the athletes are able to just get on the wall. It's so funny. Not one man has brushed yet. Every time the women turn around right now, they brush for
Natalia
a couple
was
seconds.
the first one on, and she even brushed. Like,
Yeah. You know, sometimes it is a little bit of habit, right?
it is, yeah. She's so dialed on that comp routine.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We'll have to see if some of the later men decide to brush because, I mean, maybe not. Like, maybe those first few holes aren't that bad. I don't know. In terms of, little bobble there for Adrian. Just feeling it out.
She's wanting to go with those 2 hands to the first one. I
Yeah.
can't remember what Natalia did.
I know. I was just thinking, too, she's starting with her legs crossed, too, and both of them on the hold, and I can't quite remember what Natalia did as well.
She did it so fast.
It was so quick. Yeah, we'll see if this method works for Adrian or if she tries something else. That looked better.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good. I can see that working. Yeah, I think she was hitting the volume kind of low with her foot on those first couple attempts, so she was kind of slipping down.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny, though, how you're like, wait a minute. How did the other person do it? I can't remember it all. Oh, wow. Almost staying on the left hand.
Super impressive.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that.
me too. It's always nice if you can go more securely to the zone hold versus with some momentum.
Yeah, it looks like she had the feet on both volumes.
Mm-hmm. And those holds are pretty good, those flat holds that they're going to. Oh, a little bumble. Bumble? Is that what I meant to say? Bobble. Bumble. There's no B's in here. Joshua Gerhardt struggling with this opening couple of moves. Just hasn't found the right body position yet.
Wondering which foot he's using.
Oh. Wow, it's like she hit her one hand off of the hold.
Yeah.
Let's see if Joshua can figure it out.
Walk over that foot. Come on, Josh.
It was a big deal last year when he came second at team trials. And this is his first YETI Climbing National Championship finals.
Oh, nice, Adrian.
There we go. That was nice.
Yeah, that was super smooth.
There was a lot of attempts, but it doesn't always matter, but definitely the fewer the better. Oh man, another slip. Goodness.
I think getting zone on this boulder could be just big in its own.
That's so true.
Yeah, psyched to see Josh in finals. He's another
Yeah.
one I grew up on the youth series with because we were in the same region.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to see him progress through it all. He's crushing it.
Yeah, definitely getting second place at team trials, and that was his first final in a national event. And to see him here in this final now too, that the consistency that he's building, that's great. And then he did get a lot of experience on the World Cup circuit this last year. It was good. I always think that helps, especially when you come back to the domestic competitions.
Yeah, I think it helps climbing experience wise, but also just mental wise. You just
Yes.
learn so much from being on the World Cup.
And I think people forget sometimes just how big the mental is and how much of a role it plays on your overall performance.
For sure.
Not enough time for Adrian to get past that zone, but she did get it, so points on the board for her.
I think that was 8 attempts, if I saw the board
Yes,
right.
8 attempts for her. So, have to see what she does on the next ones. And we are going to move to
not
our
a
next
jog.
couple. Yeah. Honestly, now that I think about it, it's not like semis or qualies. It's not like you have a transition time specifically.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to run. I remember Shauna Coxey used to mention that, like, 'cause she would always just walk to her climbs, and you see everyone just running, but they can't start the clock until you get there.
Yeah.
So you might as well walk. Sergey, he is always just so smart, you know. He just does things differently, and it works out nicely for him. So on your right, Sergey Lochno. On the left for the women, Kaylin Leong. This is Kaylin's first YETI Climbing National Championships in the Elite Series, and her first final. Came out and flashed the first boulder in semifinals. Was insane.
So easy for her.
I know.
Just walked up it.
She she really did make it so easy. And Sergey, you have seen him a lot in the lead competitions, but this is the first time he's been in a boulder final, so that's pretty exciting for him too.
He's always an exciting one to watch.
He is.
Just so strong and endless amounts of endurance.
Yeah. And he really didn't have, like, he did have a little slip up in the lead final, so it's nice that he is able to get into the boulder final and have another shot at competition, because I know that one didn't really go his way.
Yeah. Luckily, we have nationals and team trials to make the team.
Yes. And every round of competition at these competitions also matters towards your ranking, or your points from your ranking. So
Yeah, that's an exciting update.
yeah, I like it. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I feel like it gives you more chances. So it's not maybe as much pressure to like, oh my gosh, I need to make it to finals. It's like, no, like, yeah, qualies and semis went my way, but I mean, qualies went my way, semis didn't. Like, that's okay. Like,
You're still
good.
getting points for how you did in that semifinal round.
Yeah, in team
And even the
trials.
qualifier round,
Yeah.
too. It's like you were a spot out, but like that spot out means more because you're going to get points for that just spot out versus like if you were lower in the competition. So
Yeah, and I think especially in Sergey's case, he did great in qualies and semis and just unfortunate finals. So he just got nice points leading up, even though finals didn't go his way.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's a good change too. Just helps trying to find the most consistent athletes from each round. And hopefully then they go on to the World Cup circuit and crush.
Like I said, I like watching him climb. Look at
I
this
know.
footwork.
I know.
Crazy.
Another good attempt from Kaylin. Just trying to figure out exactly the momentum she wants to use and how she wants to approach that dynamic movement. Wow. Oof. That's a hard foot match.
Yeah.
I think that foot is mostly no text, just a little bit of texture. 1 minute 12 left on the clock for these athletes.
Psyched to see Kaylin getting her first final start at 15.
I know, it's so
Great.
wild. Yeah, and we have another 15-year-old in this final. A little slip there.
I was the 15-year-old in finals, so, and like know what it can feel like, and
Yeah,
psyched for her getting that experience young.
definitely nothing wrong with that. It helps in the future, that's for sure. I kind of wish she would try to keep going.
She's like trying that stop that Adrian did.
I feel like she's got a little bit of tunnel vision on that right now, but we'll see what happens. See if Sergey can figure out how he wants to walk his feet over.
Ooh, trying to
Oh,
skip
man.
that foot match.
It's interesting. Landers made this look pretty easy, this opening section, and now we've seen a few
Hugo
of them.
too.
And yeah, Hugo did as well, and now a couple of them have kind of struggled here. So it's definitely not as easy as they made it look. But that's one of the coolest things about climbing, right? Everybody has different styles and movements that they're better at. Oh, here we go. Tried two hands, but looks like she won't have enough time. Good efforts from both Kaylin Leong and Sergey Lochno. And we will be going to our next pairing of athletes in just a moment. We are going to go ahead and go to a quick commercial break before we bring those next couple athletes out. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We are in the Boulder final, and we are getting ready to welcome out our 5th pairing of athletes in the women's and men's final. JoJo Chi for the women and Joe Goodacre for the men will be getting ready to start their first boulders in the round. Once the clock starts, they'll have 4 minutes to complete or get as far as they can on the boulders. And just a reminder, there are 4 boulders in the round of competition. So they've already climbed on 4 boulders this morning and 5 boulders yesterday. I talked to Joe earlier and he said he was pretty tired.
Skin is low.
Yeah, he said this was the first time he's ever bled in a comp. I was like, well, lucky you. I used to bleed all the time.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
They were coming after me for bleeding in quali.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I know. No blood on the holds. Not okay.
My bad.
Gotta clean it up. Clean it up.
It's like to see the second Chi.
Yes, the second of 3 Chis. Really good first attempt.
Yeah. Like that she went for the zone, like carried through.
Really just kind of flew over. It was nice. She has very fluid movement. She's always very fun to watch. And Joe, we haven't seen him in the final since 2026. So, 2021. He was 6th in 2021. I misread when I saw that 6, but nice to see him back in the final.
Looking solid on that foot.
Yep. Definitely one of those climbers that really excels at the coordination and dynamic movements, but don't sleep on him on the slab. He has been climbing most of his life and knows how to slab climb too. I assume he's found a screw hole to kind of balance into, because why not? He loves screw hole.
The judges love it when you do that.
Yeah, they like to get confused. Leave it to Joe for some personality. JoJo Chi taking a moment to reassess what she wants to do on this opening move of the women's boulder.
This can sometimes be hard because there's so many different options.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She was like, not that one. A little head tilt. She was like, I like the other way better. I will say I do like with these movements, because it's so quick, at least you can try multiple options. And yes, sometimes I feel like those movements can be really tiring and you have to rest a lot, but I feel like this one is one you could get it back on the wall a little quicker.
Yeah.
Not too taxing.
Yeah, like that. She's taking her time and assessing in between, not
Yeah.
doing like the trampoline.
Yeah, I will say the one thing about that, right, is that from like a stamina perspective or just like endurance with your cardio, it can get to be a lot harder rather than for like the muscles, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that looked pretty good. Just a little bit out, needs a little more motion to the right.
It is nice for the finals formats that they get a lot of rest.
Yes. Yeah, in between, and especially looking at how we've been so far, we've seen their clock run down every time. So that's more rest for the people in between the boulders, unlike in the other rounds where you're going just once the clock's done. You just have to wait for every athlete, so it does help. And I feel like it's warranted after all of the climbing. Oof, I do not like how she just fell there. Hopefully, she seems fine, but
She's back up.
hand down first. That's always scary. The wrists. Look, Joe's starting to look a little more comfortable over there. Has to see if he can get over.
He's already got the zone, so like he doesn't have to go back down.
Yeah, he could see if he could just keep going up. Yeah, for sure. Sometimes it is easier just to skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did get that zone on his first attempt, which is huge.
Yeah.
Oh, JoJo's so close. Yeah, especially Joe being a bit taller, I think he could just keep it going if he finds the right balance point. But unfortunately, he's going to be out of time, and we will be moving to our next athletes. And with that, we will start seeing people on the second boulder as well. So we're going to have a pairing of athletes on the first boulder, and then also on the second. Another look at JoJo Chi's attempts and Joe Goodacre's attempts as well. That one. I didn't need a replay of that one. That one made me nervous. My son would say, "That's scary. That's scary, mama." There is nothing like a toddler speech impediment. They are the cutest things I have ever heard in my life. And with that, we will have 4 climbers on the wall. All the sports action on the field of play. I don't know how much more sports jargon I can throw out there, but always fun. Natalia Grossman on women's number 2. Nikaya Sanders on women's number 1. Cosmo Rothfork on men's number 1.
I'm psyched.
And Landers Gadosh on men's number 2. I know.
This is a good group.
It is a good group. And again, we've got a nice mix of very familiar faces and then faces that we haven't seen at all and then some that we've just started seeing in the last year. So it's a very good mix of experience and age.
Yes. Yeah, from first time
Wisdom.
finals to Olympian. Like
I
we
know,
got-
right? We're running the gamut here. All we need is a 40-year-old out there. Natalia on women's number 2. This boulder looks really fun, actually. It's a little bit off. I will say I'm a little nervous for Natalia about where the zone is
Yep.
for her shoulder, but we'll see how she does it. Cosmo nicely into the middle of the men's boulder. I love how he commits to movements.
Oh, everything.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just everything.
so impressive. He was so close on men's number 3 today. Like, nobody got, or actually, Vale got very close to just him and Vale, and it was insane. Close for Nikaya. Natalia into the zone. Now, it'll be interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, this might be one where maybe,
That elevator door.
yeah, maybe she tries it again, but also maybe not, just to save her shoulder.
Yeah, maybe rest a while.
Yeah, and give it one last go potentially.
Yeah.
For her, I will say this is the best round in the sense that like she already knows what all the boulders are, so she can kind of figure out where she wants to try and like what's too risky.
Yeah. And she's had time to think like, okay, like maybe not that way.
Yeah.
Like she can think of other
Find
ways.
something else, and then I
Mhm.
have this other boulder coming up.
Yeah.
Cosmo Ralphwork back on the wall.
Cosmo, I love watching his Instagram videos. He does a lot of setting on his home wall, and they're just sick boulders.
Oh my gosh, I've never checked it out.
You should
I'm
check
gonna
'em
have
out.
to do that. That sounds fun.
Love Nakaya's content too.
Oh,
with her
yes.
sister, who was in semis too.
Yes. Yeah, she always has really fun videos. A lot of them, too, I feel like are just like about how determined and so much perseverance that she has. Like, I love
Oh,
when
yeah.
she shows the failing videos and then she like finally sticks a
Mhm.
move in practice.
That is pure Nakaya.
Yeah. Looks like Natalia might be able to find a better position to take a load off of that shoulder if she could get the match there. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Looked a little like a let go.
Which is smart in terms of preserving.
Yeah.
I really like how Cosmo does that move. I saw Landers brushing a little bit ago. Hopefully we get to see a little bit of him on the boulder. Boulder number 2 for the men's. Oh, really nicely done by Nikaya. We saw Natalia up into this next section a little bit, but we haven't seen anybody else in a while. Oh, so close. I always talk about this, but the shoulder mobility, that shoulder mobility and strength that Nikaya has in her shoulders is insane and like unmatched, I feel like.
She's always had it.
Yeah, it's incredible to witness. Looks like she's done with women's number 1. As Cosmo has given his last attempt probably on men's number 1. Oof.
Yeah.
Ugh, just losing his balance there.
Good goes though.
Yeah, really great efforts for all of the athletes. We are going to go to a quick commercial break and then we'll be back with more of the action. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We are in the Boulder final, and if you're paying attention to the scores, it looks like Landers Gadosh did get the zone on men's number 2. So 2 zones already for him in the round, which is really big. He was the first athlete on that boulder, but not every athlete got the zone on number 1. So if you can't get tops, you want to get zones. Those are the only places you can get points, and always the goal is to do it in as few attempts as possible, because you do lose that 0.1 deduction for every attempt that you take. So our first look at Augie Chi for the men on number 1, and Annalise Van Hong on number 1 for the women.
Last Chi to come out.
The last Chi to come out. All of the Chis will have been on their first boulders at this point. Again, I mean, it is so cool. It is like hard enough to get into a final in general, let alone be in it with your siblings.
For sure.
It's like
yeah.
so insane. Ooh, really nice momentum there. Maybe dial it back a little for Annalise, actually. Nora Chi on women's number 2. Ooh, nice into that crimp.
Super good footwork for Augie.
And Hugo Hoyer on men's number 2, eyeing up that zone hold. Nicely into it. And ooh, wow. It's a dynamic match there for Nora. Could work.
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, wow. Such a powerful boulder for the men. That angle is so steep.
Yeah.
Augie Chi trying to set up for these final moves on men's number 1. I mean, if he can get the left side of his body over a little bit more, I feel like he can make it happen.
Bring those feet over.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like even if you don't hit the volume, that angle change on the slab wall is like good enough.
Yeah, I agree. Especially being in, actually you would know more than me. How is the texture on the wall?
Pretty decent.
Oh, good.
I mean, it was taking the skin off my knees, so
okay.
like it's good.
That's good. I mean, that's better than slippery. So yeah, like you're saying, you should probably just throw the foot over.
Yeah.
I did see someone like was climbing today and their whole face was rubbing up against the wall.
I saw a couple of guys on boulder number 1. They were just clipping like their ear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think it's this textured, but we did a World Cup in Canada one time and it was so textured that I actually scratched my entire chin like a child, just because I was trying to stay as close to the wall as possible. It was like grains of texture.
Yeah.
Too much. It ripped. I remember it ripped a jersey. Mm-hmm.
Saw Nora going left hand to the zone on number 2. Natalia went right hand.
And Nora, I think she went right hand the first time, so maybe she's
Seeing
just
the
trying
options.
something different since she already got the zone.
Augie already back up there.
Yeah, I want to see if he can set up in a little bit more of a secure way. And this is Augie's first final as well. He was 3rd at Youth Nationals, but this is his first final in the Elite Series. And first YETI Climbing National Championships.
Hugo's score looking nice with the 2 flashes to zone.
I mean, yeah. The efficiency. Oh, man, Annalise is so close on that. I almost wonder if she should try just stopping on the first. I don't think she has tried stopping on the first one, but. Yep, back to the right hand. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to try the left hand because then perhaps you can just
Keep going up.
keep going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is far, so I don't know about that actually. That seems like a big ask.
In an ideal world.
Yeah. That actually looked better
Yeah.
for Annalise. Her feet just didn't get over fast enough, but her trajectory was way better. She was a lot closer to the wall. Augie kind of just like dancing through these volumes. So solid.
Nora back up there.
Again with the left hand. You know, the hold to the left that's on the volume. Oh, and 10 seconds left. Oh, I wish it was enough time for him.
Heartbreak.
And that's going to be it for these 4 climbers. And we'll be moving on to the next group of climbers momentarily.
It's a little frustrating on this one because like he's going to the finish, but they all have the same points for
I
zone.
know. I feel like zones can never, like, it must be so hard to determine where the zone needs
Yeah.
to go.
There's
and
no
like,
perfect answer.
and there is no perfect answer. And sometimes it's too far into the boulder. Sometimes it's too early in the boulder. Like, it is what it is. But here we have Vale Everett, your defending national champion for the men.
He's doing that jog out there.
He is doing that jog. He might
He's
just be
ready.
warming up his legs. And Khadija Magali Sulman for the women, another 15-year-old. And everybody calls her KM, and for the rest of the broadcast, so will we. I like to title her with her full name to start, but really fun to watch her in the semifinal earlier, and she was in the lead competition as well.
Yeah, such a good climber.
Oh, yes. It's crazy to think she's only been 15. She's been climbing
I
for
know.
forever.
I've seen her crush it in youth for like years already.
I know, right?
Now
So
onto the
wild.
adult.
Yep. Adrian Akiko Clark on women's number 2. Oh, and another little foot slip. Vale Everett on men's number 1. Looks like KM's figuring out that amount of momentum and the trajectory.
Yeah, which way she wants to do it.
Very nice from Adrian Akiko.
Nice.
See if she can figure that. She's looking better than most of the athletes have looked on this left hand.
Yeah.
See if she can get high enough. Yeah, I see. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Nice use of her flexibility. Really good route reading, too.
That's great.
Gonna have to keep getting up into that.
Oh, she's mantling?
Yeah,
That's
with that
wicked.
left hand.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Ah.
That beautifully done. Just
Beautiful.
wedge yourself in there. Adrian Akiko Clark with a top.
love the patience there.
Yep.
I-
Second top of the night for the women and for
That's
the
big.
competition overall.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a top yet for the men, so really cool to see that. I'm sure she'll be very happy with that. And she did get the zone on the first boulder, but it took her 8 tries, so that top is definitely going to be really useful. Vale Everett on the right of your screen with his attempts, trying to get over to that zone hold.
Oh,
KM,
She's going left.
yeah, trying something a little different. I felt like she was closer on some of those early attempts, so we'll see if she goes back to that other method.
It can be so frustrating when you're like, it's not happening, and so you start mixing too many things around.
Yeah.
Guilty of that one myself.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a fine line between like tunnel vision and then just trying all the options.
Yeah.
You really have to kind of thread the needle there. And I mean, some comps you do, some comps you don't. That's why the boulder discipline in general, there are just so many more variables, and I feel like people talk about it a lot. With lead, I feel like you can kind of guess who might make it into each round just based off of like how they are as lead climbers. But with boulder, like, the best climber could miss out on a final so much easier,
Yeah.
or a semifinal even. Like, it does happen to so many incredible athletes, whereas lead can just be a little more consistent.
For sure.
That's why we make such a big deal about building consistency in bouldering. Man, both KM and Vale getting a little stumped here on these first boulders for the round.
Josh looking strong.
I was going to say Joshua Gerhardt on men's number 2. Definitely the first power boulder we've seen for the men.
Yeah, and those holds are good. They're not as good on that angle.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's way steeper than you'd think. That's the wall we've been like running under. And yeah, it's just way steeper than you think it is on the video.
Yeah, the steepness is wild. So with that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back with more climbing. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We're going to go to a quick replay of the last athletes here. Adrian Okiko Clark getting a top on women's number 2, only the second top of the night. Really doing a great job being patient and figuring out the beta up there. Lex is just getting the crowd super hyped. Everybody's having a good time. The music is playing. There's lots of dancing. You can see everyone's moving, honestly. Everyone's like bumping a little bit. We are too in here. It's hard not to. And we're going to get our next group of athletes out onto the floor. Kaylin Leong making the long walk to women's number 2 as Melina Costanza just stepped out for women's number 1, which means we're getting down to the end of the rotation for the women. And we have already gone down through the rotation for the men because Vale Everett came in that number 1 spot. But again, we have 10 women competing and 8 men. So as you see, Sergey is going to be climbing right now on men's.
He's brushing. Sorry.
2. What?
He's brushing. I saw it. Oh, the guys are brushing now.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, they started. I was like, what are you talking about? Yes, he's brushing. I don't get it. Yes, for the first time, one of the men have picked up a brush.
I'm sure the others did, but I didn't pick up on it.
We just didn't see it on camera. I
Sorry,
really,
I got
for
really
a second,
excited.
was like, why are you so excited about this? I forgot.
I'm sure that some of the others did on this lap.
Yeah.
Oh, cakewalk.
Yeah, really quick success here for Melina Costanza on women's number 1. Already into the zone, looking super comfortable.
I love and hate watching climbing.
It's so
like
nerve-wracking.
stressed.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Oh, I might have to start keeping score of how many screw holes she's grabbing because I feel like if one is there, she's going to use it. And I'm not knocking it. I agree. But I applaud. I applaud it. I think it's brilliant.
It's
See
there.
if she can
Use
make it happen.
Woo-hoo.
2 hands on the finish for a top, and she's going to do it. A flash from Melina Costanza. Natalia Grossman got a flash earlier on in the round. Really exciting to see that happen. Sergey's brushing again.
It's making me so happy.
I will say, of all the holds, those holds look pretty nasty already. Like, I don't know how they have so much chalk on them already. Maybe there was more forerunning on that. I did see them earlier, actually. Like, when I got here, they were still playing around on that one. And, like, most of the boulders, they were not anymore. So they might have given it a little more love. Kaylin Leong on the right for the women.
I will say this gym has been getting hot while you're climbing.
Oh, really?
I was really struggling during the round on one of the boulders.
You're from Georgia, though. You
I
know about humidity.
I know. I'm used to this. Like, this is my normal, and I was struggling.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and like third boulder, there's a sloper, and I just was sliding off of it. And I was like, I feel fine on it, but it's just hot.
I mean, maybe Florida's hotter than... I mean, I bet the humidity is a little worse here than it is there. I don't know. It can... I mean, honestly, though, it could be hotter.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone...
the weather has been pretty nice
Everyone
for Florida.
for like the staging is just fans, like the mini fans on the hands, the giant Makita fans. Like, yeah.
Kaylin Leong starting to work her way through women's number 2.
Nice. Looking strong.
Her first final in the Elite Series. Oh, going left hand, man.
She did right earlier.
Okay, good. I was going to say, I can't remember
I think
if
she
did
got
right.
zone earlier.
I think you're right. We'll have to refresh our results because they're not updating on their own. Yeah, she did get the zone on her first attempt. So that's great. See if Sergey can figure out a way to get through.
Ooh. More brushing.
No, that I... Okay. Feeling like I said something that was not correct. About Sergey's stats. We're going to double check that. Kaylin Leong back up on the wall. Let's see if I feel like she'll probably try to go right hand this time.
Yeah.
Now she is definitely one of the shortest climbers in this competition. Her and JoJo both. Kaylin is 5 feet with a +1. And JoJo, she is 5'1" with a +4. That's a nice plus if you're going to be 5'1".
Can confirm that +4 is nice.
Yeah, I don't have that experience in my life, but I'm happy for all of you +4 people.
Thank you.
No hate, no hate. Another look at Melina Costanza's incredible flash of women's number 1. Great way to start off her competition. I'm loving all of the things she's been doing out there, really showing her personality. And she is the defending national champion in both. Well, she was in lead too, but she didn't compete in lead this competition, but defending national champion in Boulder. So I'm sure she wants to keep that title.
Yeah, throwing some sass out there too.
Yep, love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone got to see it earlier on screen, but she has some incredible hot pink shoes. They are super fun. JoJo Chi on women's number 2, and our first look at Brooke Rabatou on women's number 1. Now the new lead national champion, and of course, silver medalist at the 2024 Paris Olympics, and has never been Boulder national champion, so that's another thing she could add to her resume possibly.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, would be cool. JoJo Chi already on the wall, working her way through women's number 2 as Brooke steps up as well. I feel like, except for the first boulder for the women, you really won't be able to tell how quickly people are doing things, but because it's so close to the transit area that they're in, I do think they might have a sense that like for example, Brooke probably knows that Melina did the boulder and pretty quickly.
The
which
way
is always interesting.
If they're sitting how they were sitting for qualies, it will be very easy to tell.
Yeah. Okay, see, I knew I said something wrong about Sergey earlier. This is not his first boulder final. He was in finals and nationals in 2024, and I was like, wait a minute, I remember seeing him. JoJo Chi's taking a second before she gets back on. It looks like she's having to tape up, possibly. Yep. Probably has a little bit of blood. Has to cover that up as Joe Goodacre trying to figure out how to get to those pinches, and Brooke Rabatou just trying to figure out this coordination move. We've definitely seen some of the athletes have an issue with this opening movement, but we've also seen some people flash it, so it really just depends. Oh, I'm reading stats wrong. This is Sergey's first boulder final. I don't know if anyone actually cares, but I do care about it being correct, so. There we go for Brooke Rabatou, figuring out how she needs to do this move. Ooh. Yeah, Melina definitely did that more statically, but because, I mean,
there's a big height difference.
I was
going to
say, yeah, the big height difference might have made it so that it was easier for her to do it that way.
Natalia and Brooke are similar height, though, right?
Natalia's 5'3.5" with a +3.
I take it back.
Yeah, they look like they are from afar, but not exactly. But I'm sure Brooke will figure out the way that works for her. JoJo Chi nicely into women's number, oof, a little too fast. Number 2 for JoJo Chi. Oh, grabbing up where we saw Adrian when she figured out how to get up into that press and wedging herself in between those two boulders and the stem. Kind of a sitting stem. Some drop knees. Man, lots of power on men's number 2 to get to that zone.
That is one if you're not feeling fresh.
Oh, yeah. And like I said earlier, Joe said he was really tired already. I was like, wait, do you have a massage gun? Like, let's get the pump out, man. He's like, I am. That's what I'm doing. And with that, it'll end the climbing for Brooke Rabatou and Joe Goodacre and JoJo Chi. And with that, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Thank you, Emma Hunt, for joining us. We're going to have another athlete step in after, and we'll see you guys after this break. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We are now joined by Ben Hanna, the one and only.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome to the booth.
Thank you so much.
We're excited to have you here. Have you been enjoying the final so far?
Yeah, they've been really good.
If you've watched these comps over the years, Ben has been, well, he competed today too. You watched him in semifinals, but he's been a staple for the last like 10 years.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, you're 26 now,
the resident old fart.
You're not that old. I'm exactly 10 years older than you, so if that makes you feel any better. Moving on to our next group of athletes, Natalia Sanders coming to women's number 2. See her there in front of the yellow boulder that we've seen at top already from Adriana Kiko-Clark. What do you think about this round so far?
It's been really good. I've missed some of the climbing, so it's on the left side. So I haven't really seen the right 2 boulders, to be honest. I'm really excited to see Cosmo on this one.
Oh, yes.
This is kind of
his bread and butter.
His butter, yeah, his boulder.
Cosmo Rothfork in front of us on the screen. Gonna have to figure out how he wants to get through those pinches, but like Ben said, definitely a style of climbing that he truly excels at. That's Natalia Sanders. Works her way into women's number 2, quickly into that
She's
zone.
Cruising.
Yep. Oh, I was gonna say if there was a boulder that she would like, I think. Well, I mean, she might like some of the other ones, but definitely think she'll like this one. Plays to some of her strengths for sure. Natalia Grossman moving through women's number 3. So we have people on the 3rd boulder now.
Also cruising.
Absolutely cruising. I feel like, well, one thing about this boulder, it doesn't look nearly as shoulder intensive, which is great for her, but she definitely loves crimps on volumes like this. Like that, I mean, this is easy stuff for her for sure. Super psyched to get a top there. Really nice to see her smile too. I know it's been a really hard competition for her dealing with that injury, so I'm sure there's a bit of relief there. And that was your first look at Landers Gaydosh on men's number 3. Back to Natalia Sanders. Landers taking a second to brush. What did you feel about so many new faces at this competition? Lots of new young ones.
Yeah, no, it's been cool. It's nice to see them like coming into their own.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of kids that had a lot of potential that are now
old enough to be in the elite series.
and like have been old enough but haven't like quite made the cut.
Yeah.
And now are like rounding out and getting more experience and showing up, which is really cool. Landers being one of them, Cosmo being one.
Yeah. Cosmo, I mean, he did get 5th at Boulder Nationals, or at YETI Climbing Nationals 2024.
Was that last year? That was last year.
Well, it's 2024, so it was like technically a little over
it was our last national championships.
Yes. And team trials, he wasn't in the finals, so like he's definitely still building consistency for sure.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see him back in a final. But yeah, he kind of like burst onto the scene, I feel like, at that 2024 event.
Yeah, I watched him grow up. We grew up in
he's
New
from
Mexico
New
together. So
Mexico.
I've known since he was like 8 years old that he was going to be an absolute legend.
That's amazing.
And I've just been like waiting for
for
him to have his
everyone
moments.
else to see it. Yeah.
Like one of these days he's going to win nationals. I know it.
Oh, I'm
just
sure.
Waiting for it to happen.
Well, that's so cool.
Oh
my gosh, Natalia with that flexibility.
Wow. I feel like she was so close the other way.
Cosmo. Yes.
And now this is his time to shine.
Yep. See if he can make it happen. Wow! Oh no, that was so close. 40 seconds left too, and he was so close on the first boulder too, and just kind of ran out of time. Ugh.
Yeah, I wish I had gotten to watch him on the first boulder. I didn't get to see him on that one.
It was incredible. He literally, like, he was so close to sticking it, but he just didn't have enough time. I think he had like 15 seconds left. He's gonna go for it again. I love this about him. He does do this.
He does. Buzzer beater.
Big fan. Big fan.
I'm also surprised with Lander. This is when we talked about him, like feeling he would have a good shot on. But it looks like he's also running out of time.
Yeah.
Wow, 5 seconds left. He's going for it.
I mean, if he can get the zone, it's definitely worth it
on a boulder like that.
Oh, I missed it. What?
Oh, he's just showing emotion.
Oh, I love emotion too. We don't see enough of it, honestly.
No.
Another quick look at the top from Natalia Grossman, also showing some really exciting emotion there. Oh,
That
Cosmo's
dry
so
fire.
close.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's super fun to watch climb. And like you're an athlete, I feel like that shows a lot of emotion too,
I
which
do,
we always
yeah.
appreciate.
I'm glad that you guys appreciate
Oh
it,
yeah,
because
here in the
sometimes
booth
I
we
feel
love
like
it.
maybe it's a little bit much.
No,
But
I feel like you can tell how important it is to you, and I feel like that's important. And you train so hard, and you've been doing this for a long time. And I think, I mean, obviously, nobody wants like temper tantrums, but like that's not what you're doing. You're just showing your grit and your determination.
such a positive spin on it.
I mean, as long as no one's kicking chalk bags, we're good.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Annalise Van Hong getting ready to go on women's number 2, and Hugo Hoyer on men's number 3. Nice to see Hugo in this final. And Augie Chi.
I feel like Augie also has a really good shot at this boulder. He's
Yeah.
super strong climber.
I mean,
Yeah,
just
look at that. Okay.
crushing. This boulder is giving me flashbacks to like old like PCA comps power wise,
Yeah.
and it's really cool to watch these athletes who weren't even really, maybe not even alive during that,
Yeah,
do
totally.
these kind of moves like that. It's pretty cool.
I like to call it. Now I'm forgetting the term that I like to call it, but I've like coined a term for these style boulders, which is like old school power rock climb disguised as like a new school boulder,
I agree.
like the blend
Yep.
boulder.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite style to set. Is like
Oh yeah.
trick people into climbing old school PCA boulders.
Yep. And for those of you who don't know, the PCA is a once gone organization that used to hold professional competitions for climbers before we had things like USA Climbing as the national governing body. We've come so far as a sport.
My biggest regret is never getting to compete in a PCA.
You
comp.
weren't old enough.
I
You
wasn't,
can't
I wasn't
regret
even born
it.
yet. I know. I wish I was
Like,
old enough.
I was like 12 when I was doing them, and you were 2. You should have come out. You should have done
I
it.
should have done it. There's like that the video of the one they had at the front,
Yeah,
which looked so sick.
it was so sick.
Yeah, it was like the peak of rock climbing
Oh my gosh.
competition.
Yeah. It's a relic at this point. But,
It's so relevant.
but we
have
walked
volumes back
so
then.
you guys could run.
Yes, thank you for that.
And by we, I don't even know if I fully put myself in that because I was young. It's like the people that are 10, 15 years older than me were really walking, so
Yep.
all of us could run. Annalise kind of coming off that start hold. Nora Chi on women's number 3. We saw Natalia get through this so quickly. Man, Annalise is not having a good time finding how she wants to establish there.
This one is interesting because I also thought Natalia was going to have a really hard time with the first move, but she just kind of hosed it.
Well, and
Hosed it? Both.
I guess it housed it.
Housed it?
I guess that is the right arm. So that was on her right shoulder.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought it was the left, but yeah, I mean,
Maybe it's not shouldery if you can just
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
dangle it.
Annalise figured out how to get. Oh no, it's so interesting because if they just inch up on the left hand, it seems like they can get into that stem
Mhm.
like squeeze section, but I don't think it's that obvious to keep inching up for some reason. I've seen a
No,
lot of the
yeah.
women not do it, and I don't know what is going on with men's number 3. This is some slippery stuff.
Yeah, those volumes are really not that good.
Yeah, I can't even tell what.
My intuition
like the
says
hops, though.
that's the way, but then
Mhm.
there's that green volume that makes you think you want to walk across
Yeah.
them. Or I feel like the style of these boulders has been very complex all weekend. I found that
Yeah.
like the entire weekend my brain was just like going as full tilt the whole time.
Augie Chi setting up. Oh no! I think he has enough time. Yeah, I mean, even when they look straightforward, because of the difficulty, they end up still being like complex enough that you're like on the wall, probably like what?
Yeah, like even with this yellow one is the same thing where you're
Mhm.
talking about moving your left hand up and it's
Yeah, Hugo Hoyer jumping on one for the last couple of seconds. I love the stick-to-itiveness. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break and then we'll be back with more action. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We are in the Boulder final round, the last round of competition at this remarkable event. And if you love watching climbing, do not fret. We'll be back in a few weeks in Portland for team trials. Lots of climbing. After that competition, we'll know who's on the national team and who will get to compete at the World Cups this season. So here we're just focusing on national champion, but it'll be really exciting to see who ends up on the national team after team trials. And we're going to go back to the floor for the next group of climbers to come out. And before we see the climbers, we're going to have a quick replay. Augie Chi with a few really, really good attempts on men's number 2. Oh, so close. It's nice to get that view of the finish hold, too. You can see why he kind of kept it going, and
Yeah.
it definitely looks like that would be a possible way to get it done.
Oh, I think that's, yeah. I think you
Definitely
can
the way.
stop or go all the way, but
Yeah,
it's such a
stopping
sick
seems
boulder.
really hard, but I guess Cosmo stopped.
He stopped, but he also
Ish.
fell stopping.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, who knows which
we
way
get
is.
Vale on it now too.
I know,
which
it'll
is
be
gonna
really cool to see
sick.
Vale on it. And right in front of us at the moment, we have KM Sulman getting ready for women's number 2, one of 2 of the 15-year-olds at this event, or in the final tonight. There were 3 of them total. And Joshua Gerhardt getting ready for men's number 3. We'll see if he can figure out how to get through these super slippery volumes.
I've got hope. Josh is quite good at slab.
I was going to say, yeah, he's really good on his feet, so maybe he'll be able to figure it out. Right into that hop, too. Oh, my gosh, Vale's already almost to the zone, of course. Really nicely done.
Does he try to keep the left hand on this move is the question.
I don't know. I feel like he might just go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. Falling on the flip there. You know, Tyson, coach of Vertical World, sent me a really fun stat about Vale actually earlier. He said that Vale has made every final in Boulder and Leeds since he was a youth B, including elite competitions.
Wow. Okay.
That is so impressive, right? It's a fun stat. I
That
was
is
like,
a-
thanks, Tyson.
All right.
I love it.
Sick.
Yeah. Adrian Kiko Clark easily working her way through women's number 3. Again, another climber similar to Natalia. Like, they're just so good with finding the right body positions, hip mobility, crazy finger strength.
Her technique is so sound.
So good, yeah. She honestly, generally reminds me of like a dancer on the wall. Always really fun to watch. Oh, not able to figure out exactly where she wants to be for the end, but plenty of time, as KM at least has figured out that you want to get your foot up there, so putting her in a good position to possibly get through.
She looked
that
really good. I
boulder.
thought she was doing the move for a
Yeah,
second.
I think she might have been a little too low on that left hand, but definitely easy to fix. Vale back up on men's number 2. Let's see if he can make it happen. So good at holding those swings. Crazy.
He's so strong.
I know. Insane. And he is the defending national champion, so he has a lot to fight for here
He's
tonight.
got a lot to fight for.
And we have not seen a top yet from the men, so a top would be huge. What?
It's just been a really hard calm.
It really. I threw my head back so far, my headset almost fell out off. It has been a really hard calm.
Kai,
And
go
you
ahead.
should expand upon that.
Okay, yeah. So, I believe that the idea was to provide a World Cup. Basically, the idea with nationals
Wow,
and team
Adrian.
trials is who is, select the team to go to World Cups. How do you do that? You see who does well at a World Cup. And from my experience, they did a fantastic job.
They really
They
did.
I have no criticisms for the setters. Not one.
Can you say that one more time for the people in the back?
No criticisms for the setters. Not one. And I said that after the qualifiers, which I had a really good round, and it was hard. I was like, yeah, I did a great job, but obviously it means less because I had a great day.
Yeah.
So, it means less when you're like, I climbed great. You guys
Yeah.
did great.
Yeah.
But after not making the final and having a pretty bad day, I feel the same way.
That's awesome.
The round was amazing. That was like, it felt very close to every semifinal I've competed in a World Cup. And I was like, yeah, I wish I climbed better, but the round was amazing. The setters killed it.
That's awesome. I feel like a lot of times the setters get pretty harsh critiques. I mean, I think they have the most thankless job. It's like someone's always going to have something to say, but that's good to know that they were right on the mark. Ooh, good attempt from Adrian right there.
Wow, Josh pulling on with 1 second left.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love people not giving up until the end.
So close.
Yeah, when I watched qualification, another look really quick at Vale Everett's attempt, so close, and KM Suleiman also getting really close. Adrian just firing through this boulder, but just struggling to figure out how to finish the boulder, but really good climbing from her. Yeah, watching qualification, qualification round reminded me of what we would normally see at YETI climbing national championships semifinal round, which what you're saying, like the semifinal reminded you of a World Cup semifinal. So it's like they did kind of up it to where everything is kind of showing up as you would see it on the World Cup. And I agree, it's the best thing we can do to prepare these athletes.
Yeah, totally. And it's like kind of a shell shock, I think. Especially for athletes that never competed at a World Cup. Like I heard a lot of people being like, these boulders were too hard, it was too hard, it was too hard. Like, no, this is what it is to be at a World Cup. It's still really hard.
And all that being said, really speaks to these young athletes that this is their first nationals and they're standing here in the final.
Totally.
You know, that's kind of insane and a good thing for the future of this sport and this organization.
Totally.
Like clearly we're doing the right things.
Yeah.
If the young ones are getting into the final, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Melina Costanza starting women's number 2, sorry. What number are we on? Women's number 2, your defending national champion. Just trying to figure out what is she gonna go right hand? Oof, okay. Didn't it look like she was about to set up to go right hand?
She's so low on that hold.
I know. But at least I feel like if sneaky toe hook. Whoa. Maybe this next time she'll try to get up higher on it since she wasn't able to make that work. Speaking of young athletes, Kaylin Leong setting up for that kind of one-arm spin around. Takes a lot of power. I'm interested to see Nikaya on that, actually.
The spin around.
Yeah. She has so much shoulder mobility and like strength. I feel like she might like it.
Yeah. I feel like Nakai has really been working on her power the last year, and it's been showing.
Oh, yeah. She's gotten so much more consistent in recent years. It's been awesome to see. See if Sergey can figure out how to get over. Yeah, the hop seems to look better, but, I mean, honestly, he made that look better than some of the other people who have tried that method. I feel like Kaylin's not getting up high enough.
And she's not keeping the left hand.
You know what? I didn't even look at what that left hand was. I don't know if it's a pocket
left
or if
the right hand.
Sorry, the one she's going to.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
That's her right hand that she's going to. Melina Costanza getting high enough on that left hold in order to get into a better position.
Oh, that's
interesting.
And the knee bar?
Yeah.
Sick. I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's super fun, right? This boulder climbs nicely. Adrian got really wedged up in there. Like, right here, and then got into a nice little stem. Like a drop
I feel like
knee
she
stem
wants that
knee.
right foot in. It's interesting
Actually,
she doesn't want the right foot on.
Adrian put her hip in right here and then just touched the finish with both hands, which was
the
brilliant.
Back bar.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Like the hip jam. That's what I want to call it.
The hip jam.
It's a sleeper move. I like a better close-up right now at men's number 3. You can kind of see a bit more of what's going on there as Sergey tries to.
It's so
figure it out a
interesting
bit.
because it looks like that move would not be as hard as it obviously is.
Yep.
Because
that's how they get you.
yeah, that's how they get you. I could do that.
Let me on it in my sneakers. I got it. Nope. Definitely not.
I wonder if
he's
you
getting closer.
stop and
Yeah.
no hands, or if
I
you
don't
want
know.
to catch the right hand. I feel like you want to stop, and maybe they're trying to go with their hands
It's a
instead
hard
of just
stop, though.
Yeah,
right?
but the
Ooh,
foot is a
Kaylin
jug.
getting close,
The
that's
foot is
true.
like
That's true.
actually a jug.
But landing on feet like that is so hard on your ankles, too.
True.
Hey, he was just trying to stop.
See, that's what I'm
Yep,
saying. I think
you're right.
I think you just and then you reach over and you get the
Yep.
zone.
See
and
if
then
he's
you have
able
the
to unlock it.
second encounter.
Really hard read, though, right? Also, it's funny because, I mean, they had the observation time, but clearly, like, whatever they talked about was not it.
Was not the way.
Running down the clock there. We're going to get our next pairing of athletes coming up after this quick commercial break. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We're going to take a look at some replays from the last few climbers. Melina Costanza getting so close with that really sneaky heel toe cam. And then Kaylin Leong getting closer each time to figuring out that spin around move, but never quite able to get it. Definitely lots of power on that women's number 3 boulder. And we're just waiting for those next pairings to come out. Here is Brooke Rabatou. So the last climber you will see for the women on number 2. We already saw the last climber for the men on number 2, Vale Everett. And Jojo Chi was just running over to number 3 for the women. And Joe Goodacre on men's number 3. Let's see if he can figure out how to get over. We do think that Sergey was starting to unlock something with the possibility of stopping in that middle section, but we'll have to see what Joe does.
Here's my thoughts.
Give it to us.
I think there is a small percentage of people that can just walk across the first screen volume. Whether or not any of them are in finals right now, I don't know. And I think the intended way is the bop to the purple jug. And that it is hard because it's like sticking out from under and it's got that little blocked jib on the right side of it. And so just no one is like committed all 4 minutes to just jumping to that jug. And none of them have like gotten lucky enough or been skilled enough to just land on the jug and not the volume into the jug. Because I think what's happening is their foot's rolling over the jug as they hit the green volume and then slip into the jug. See how his like foot was like fully planted on it? I think you want to land on the tip of that purple jug.
Gotcha.
Brooke is just housing this boulder.
I was about to say, I think we're about to see a top from Brooke Rabatou, and she wasn't able to get the zone on women's number 1, so this would be really big. And this, unfortunately, isn't a flash. This would be her second attempt.
I think she did get the zone on 1.
Oh, did she get the zone?
She got the zone on 1.
Oh, but she didn't
top one.
She didn't top. Are
So
you?
it's
Oh, yeah,
her
you're right.
first top,
Sorry, she did get the zone. It's just she only got it once, I think, is the thing. She
Yeah.
got it and then kept falling on it after.
Yeah.
I forgot. And she's going to get a top here. So her first top of the night, so that should bump her up into the leader, up higher up in the standings. Natalia Grossman does have 2 tops, and both of those tops being flashes. So she will be under her.
Whoa,
and
that was a
possibly
crazy beta.
I think she's going to be under Adrian as well. That was a crazy beta, but good idea. I mean, sometimes you got to think out of the box, right?
Sometimes.
But sometimes it can get dangerous.
Sometimes you
you never get back in the box.
Lose a lot of points for thinking outside.
It just depends.
Sometimes you think outside the box, and then you don't make the final because you did the wrong beta.
You got sucked into the wrong beta. It's hard. Oh,
Yeah.
Joe's looking like he is
Part of the
trying to
game.
slow it down there.
I think he's getting close. Whether he does it or not in the next minute, I don't know. But he is getting closer and closer every try. Also, that is a crazy brush.
Brush? Where?
The yellow toilet brush
I don't
does
see
nothing.
It.
Does
Oh, it's
nothing.
out on the mat.
It's on the mat. You just brushed it.
I'm
It's
sorry.
been on the mat all week.
I'm sorry.
I pulled up and I lifted this brush up and I was like, absolutely not.
I'm so sorry. I think he's now moved back to kind of going more for
He's-
the zone
yeah.
hold. He's given up on
See, I
pausing.
think that's the trick is you like don't do it in a minute or 2 minutes and you're like,
And
oh, I
then
gotta
you
try something
can't
new
help. Yeah.
instead of just going full commit the whole time. This
Ay,
is
ay,
this
ay.
maybe is nice. I think maybe
Oh,
Joe
yeah,
just got some
yeah.
points on the board. We'll see.
We'll see if he can get to that zone and actually get points on the board. That is a difficult position
Ooh, yeah, he
to
might
have
be
to be able to
too
generate
split
out
out,
of.
yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty low.
And JoJo seems to still be. Oh, she's getting closer.
Yeah, she is. Oh, so close for JoJo. Joe Goodacre giving it one last shot, but unable to figure it out. So yet again, the third boulder being hard for the men. And another look at the top from Brooke Rabbitoux. Wow, I didn't even notice how much her leg was shaking when she topped it. That replay really highlighted that.
I don't think that position's very good.
And I'm pretty sure their foot's just on the volume there.
Yeah.
There's no screw on. So yeah,
No.
it's a lot of trust in the tension on the feet and just staying really tight and hoping that you don't slip. And now we're gonna have some more climbers on the wall. If you've noticed, we've gone from around 4 climbers on the wall at a time down to 2 a few times, just because we have different numbers of athletes in the final with this staggered format. I do love the staggered format. I feel like finals with just 2 people, like how we used to do it.
Yeah.
It's not as nice. It's nice to have a little more action, but not like the overwhelming action of semifinals.
Totally.
Yeah, that can be. I mean, I do love the chaos of semifinals personally, but I'm sure it can be a lot sometimes.
I feel like as the viewer, it's nice to like have something to watch the whole time. It also speeds it up a lot. You're not spending like 4 hours watching the
Like one person, and then if someone's resting and they're just sitting on the mats, you're like, oh.
But the suspense.
Yeah, there is
suspense is
suspense.
nice.
That's true. Remember when we used to have a 4+ clock?
Yes, briefly. There was like a very brief overlap.
Yeah,
I was
those
like,
comps
this is sick,
ran
and
for
then
a
it
long
immediately
time.
disappeared.
Nice first look at women's number 4. Remember, Natalia Grossman was the first athlete out for the women. Just right into the zone here.
I foresee another flash.
I know. I mean,
Oh, and Landers
that's
is
always
looking
been
really
a
good.
specialty for her. He is looking really good right here.
Well, I talked to her before we all left for nationals, and she was saying that like she can do a lot of stuff, and she's like in really good shape for most climbing, except for certain movements.
Oh, 100%.
And so it's this like interesting game where it's like, oh, I can't pull on the boulder, or I've been
Or
in
I
the best
can
shape of my
do the
life.
boulder. Yeah, totally. And she will end her round with another top. And those are tears of joy and relief from Natalia Grossman. Really tough. I mean, I said this on the stream earlier. It's a really tough position to be in with an injury like that. Like you were just saying, Ben, some moves are literally impossible for her right now
it's like-
because of her shoulder, and she can't climb and articulate the climbing the way she normally does all the time. There are moments of it, like we just saw, but it's like you don't know what boulders you're going to get. So there's a lot of extra mental pressure and emotional stress, I feel like, that goes along with
Totally.
that.
And I think it's 2 injuries on top of each
Oh,
other.
yeah. It's like she took all that time off
Yeah.
to heal, and then she hurts her
Immediately got hurt
shoulder.
again.
And even she has tape on her fingers now, too, because she, like, tweaked them yesterday or this morning. I can't remember. I think it was yesterday. And, well, just like I said.
Yeah.
Micaiah Sanders just crushing that spin around move.
World
but
Cup finalist.
I know, 8th in Curitiba.
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 I could also be saying that wrong.
I mean,
corrected you with full confidence
you really
and
did.
zero
Hey,
information.
fake it till you make it, man. Oh, man. Nice to see Micaiah Sanders looking really good on this one. And Landers figuring out men's
he's
number
looking-
4. Our
he was
first look at men's number 4.
All
I
the
mean,
way at the
earlier
top
we
a
saw
minute
him.
ago.
Yeah.
And he looks like he fumbled the top.
See if he can make it happen this time. Oh!
Yeah,
We've got Cosmo on the zone
Oh, sick.
for men's number 3.
Dude, is this the first top of the round?
Yeah, maybe we get
Come on,
tops at the same
Cosmo,
time.
Let's go. Oh
No! But we might still get our first top of the round right here from Landers.
I don't think he sees the toe hook. I think he has
Really?
missed the toe hook. It's got to be
He
a
was
it's a
trying.
switch.
Yep, there we go, there we go, there we
yep,
go.
To match.
Let's see, is he going to make it
Yes, come on.
happen? 35 seconds to go. No! Oh my gosh.
Wow, this is
This comp of near misses.
watch. Nick is literally losing his mind.
I know. Oh my gosh. Our
He's actually
head Bruce
losing.
Setter nickel club so we can see him from where we're sitting. And lots of, oh man, Cosmo back up.
Wow.
See,
Okay,
13
I
seconds
have
to
hope.
go. Let's do
yeah.
it. We need a top here. If for nothing else, it's giving us lots of drama. I'm loving it.
Dude,
No!
yeah.
Oh, and Natalia, so happy. What a good round of climbing for her.
It makes me so
my
happy.
gosh. Yeah, me too. I just I can feel the relief and the deep exhale that comes with, being able to get on and climb that many boulders. When she earlier, she was thinking about potentially not even competing in this round,
Yeah.
which, fair. Again, you don't want to hurt yourself more, so.
I think everyone talks about the emotions of winning your first or making your first final and but to be on top and then the expectations that come from being the best has got to be so
100%.
heavy.
And that top, I love that she was able to really just let it all out the minute she topped that boulder. I feel it's just so nice to be able to have those moments. And like you were saying, yeah, being on top, the pressure of that, which we've seen her have to deal with that for the last few years, but then throw in injuries that you have no control over.
Yeah.
Oof. It's just a journey. It's a really hard road, and I do think you're stronger at the end of it, right? Being able to persevere and get through those really challenging times. And I think it's really good for other people to see people overcome stuff like that, and I think it's really important. Norichi walking out to get on women's number 4, her brother Agichi getting ready for men's number 3, and Annalise Van Hong for women's number 3. Augie jumping right onto the boulder. Same with Annalise. Quickly into that spin around. Wow, the flow there. So impressive, so strong. She's definitely struggled a bit this round, so hopefully she can get some more points on the board here. Definitely a boulder that would suit her. Now, other than Natalia, we've seen some athletes up here, but no one else has been able to figure out this top. Annalise on her first attempt, potentially, if she can figure out what she can do, it would be a flash here for her.
Did Natalia cross to the finish?
I can't even remember at this point.
I think she dropped meeting crossed.
You know what? I guess that makes sense, right? I don't know. Yeah, you're right. She might have. She might have gotten that thing like underneath the left hand really well and put the right foot out. Yeah. I'll have to go back and look. Hugo Hoyer on men's number 4. Making good progress here. Emma and I were talking about how he's always been really good at being quite patient on the wall. I mean, he is
Mhm.
also a really good lead climber. I think that helps,
Yeah.
being in that position.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Switching to a heel too. Oh my
Sick.
gosh. And our first top of the
Hugo.
night will go to Hugo Hoyer. I mean, an incredible way to end his round of competition. There's nothing like ending with the top. And on his second attempt, so impressive. We'll have to see if that ends up holding for the #1 spot. We've got Annalise Van Honk. Oh, 2 hands. Wow.
Yeah, it looks
I
really
mean,
hard.
possible, but that's a lot of momentum to hold on to, especially with it's hard to tell too how good those volumes are.
They're really bad.
They are, even the finish hold for
Yeah,
the
they're really
top.
bad.
Okay, I was gonna say potentially, and that like sad little thumb catch.
Yeah. They're really bad. Is the thumb catch tagged as the finish hold or the volume?
I think it's the volume. Well, I'm
'Cause
sure.
I think that'll tell you whether the volume is good enough to hold or not.
Oh, you know what? That's a really good
Because
point.
they'll add the thumb for
And make it the finish.
just so you can't touch the
if
volume.
if the volume's good enough, that's a really good point.
But if the volume's
No,
it's
it's
the
the
volume. So
volume,
it just
yeah.
means the volume's really bad.
Yeah, I really think you're right. I think Natalia did cross and
Yeah.
get that drop knee. I mean, she climbed it so quickly. And I think we only saw her halfway through. We didn't even see the beginning. Norichi looking in a good position. Man, I feel like if she had just focused on placing her foot and not tried to even worry about the hand, she would have been in a better position to actually
feel like
stick that
that's
step across.
The name of the game on slabs.
Oh, yeah.
Forget that there's
Pretend
handholds.
there are no handholds and just like you're doing a walk across and you'll be fine.
I feel like I spend so much time telling people to stop trying to grab the holds.
I know. It's so hard because they're right there.
Do the move, then grab the hold. I'm like, I don't get it. Well, the hold's right there. Like, you've been-
But just 25 seconds left. Annalise Van Hong getting up on women's #3, seeing if she can figure out how to get onto this finish hold.
Oh man.
Maybe has enough time, but she does still have one more boulder. Probably better to go back to the transit area, but Agichi is going to take another attempt. I do think this is a boulder where you could jump back on and should jump back on because you just never.
Yeah.
And he's getting pretty close.
I mean, at this point, zone is super important.
Totally. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more of the climbing. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We've seen a lot of action, and here's some replays of what just happened. Hugo Hoyer showing some extreme power and really good problem solving on men's #4, getting the first top of the night for the men, and on his final boulder. Really exciting for him to end the round that way. And, you know, I've been so distracted by all of this action that I didn't even realize, like, I don't think anyone can catch Natalia. Like, she has 3 flashes. And, yeah.
Well, that's
So she unofficially will be the national champion. Nobody can catch her. Are you sure? Right?
2 to zone.
Oh, I guess, yeah. I guess we need to, let's.
No, you're right.
I'm
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because, well,
Well, maybe Melina can. Wait, we'd have to do that. We might have
Melina
to do the
could.
math. Okay, so Melina can
could
possibly
flash the last 2 and
yeah,
catch
because
her.
she has 2 attempts here.
Yeah, because it's just total attempts. So, unofficially, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Melina could flash the last 2 and
Yeah.
beat her on countbacks. And Brooke is ahead behind on attempts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vale Everett on men's number 3, which will be it'll be interesting to see how he does this. He's definitely capable of getting over there.
For sure.
Already going with the little hop bop.
Is Josh going to get his
Yep, we're
first
getting
top of the round?
confirmation from our good friend Allison Vest, friend of the booth, of exactly what you just said. Melina, if she flashes, it'll go to countbacks, and she could catch her, so it is not over till it's over.
That's tragic.
KM looking pretty casual on women's number 3. It'll be cool to see if she can figure out how to get into this finish hold. Oh.
You think she's going
Ooh.
to figure out the cross?
Yeah. Oof. It was interesting though. She like had her heel wedged in there, which definitely can, work, but Adriana Kiko Clark on her final boulder of the round. Honestly, as far as slabs go, this looks like a nice one for the women. It's definitely one of the nicer ones that they've had
What
around.
defines a nice slab?
I just mean it's
Because
a lot of their slabs have been kind of powerful today. It's a little less powerful, a little more like footwork, body position centric,
Okay.
a little more delicate.
Delicate. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when I say friendly, I guess I mean calmer,
Okay.
less grovelly,
Shadow walk.
shadow walky.
Shadow walky.
Now I feel like I'm saying a Star Wars term.
Shadow walky.
Is a Wookiee? I don't know. See if Vale Everett can figure out. Oh, he's getting pretty close.
I really like men's 3 slab.
Yeah, it
It's
is
as
challenging.
far as like talking about friendly slabs. And this one looks really nice.
It is, yep. Now, my ankle would burst into pieces. Really nice
Burst
save
into
there.
pieces.
Yep, it would. From Adrian and Kiko Clark into the zone here. Yeah, landing on that, I don't think my ankle could take that.
I don't know.
Brittle. Ooh, lots of matching and hand position changing. KM on women's number 3. Oof.
Wow, she's crimping the edge of that jib.
Oh, yeah.
Nasty.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Oof, popping off of that cannot feel good. Joshua Gerhardt on men's number 4. This will be his final climb of the round.
He was like in the last position and just ejected straight downwards. I was sure he was doing it. It was crazy to watch.
We've
you couldn't
seen a
even
lot
see
of that
what
though
slipped.
this
He just
week.
was like no longer on the wall.
Yeah, lots of like explosive. See if he's got that toe hook. We've seen that work.
Nice.
Adrian set up nicely to possibly get a top here.
so
Oh,
close, I think.
man, Joshua is so close. Oh, no, and Adrian
no.
too. She's going to get back up. Wow, she's
10
going to have to move
seconds
so
left.
fast. I mean, it's the last boulder of the round. She might as well,
Is
right?
there a way?
I mean, she's going to have to run. No, there's not enough time. But I applaud the effort. And with that, we're going to go to another commercial break before we get to some more climbing. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. Here are a few replays from the last round of climbers. Adrian Akiko Clark getting so close on the women's number 4 boulder problem, as was Joshua Gerhardt, just flying off of the finish. Little foot slip here for Adrian, unfortunately, but she's currently sitting in 2nd place at the moment, so really nice round for her, as well as a good round of climbing for Joshua Gerhardt. Unfortunately in 7th place, but I mean, honestly, the final is always just like huge for every athlete. So again, getting those ranking points will be huge going into team trials. So
Yeah. National champion is important, but
yeah.
but World Cup team is, I think, everyone's goal.
Oh yeah, that's, I think, the most important thing for everyone. I mean, as we've said, there's a lot of athletes out here that have all these other accolades, but actually still haven't been national champion. So it's not necessary to get to the next thing. It's all about being prepared and hopefully making team and getting on the World Cup circuit and hopefully being successful. And then hopefully, like for a lot of athletes, making the Olympics if that's their goal. All the athletes just waiting for the go-ahead. Now, we were talking earlier that if Melina Costanza
So much
can-
pressure.
but I don't think she knows
She
that,
doesn't
so
know,
it's
but
okay.
I know.
Also, definitely boulders that. I mean, actually, I'm not even going to say anything. I don't even want to, like, put, I'm just going to let her climb. I'll let her climb. She is the defending national champion, too. We've mentioned it a couple times. I just said national really weird, but it's fine. Right into that spin around move. Easy. So easy for her. Even though this has nothing to do with comps, it's been really cool to see Melina start climbing outside a lot.
Well, that was it. There you have it.
There's still a lot of really great climbing to be had. Kaylin Leong on women's number 4, and slab is her cup of tea. So it'll be really fun to see if she's able to articulate her climbing the way she wants to and make it through to the end of this boulder, as Sergey Lochno also is looking great on men's number 4. See if he can add a top to his score. He's currently sitting in 8th. A top would definitely bump him up in the rankings. She makes slab climbing look so easy. It's actually insane. She looks so comfortable. Ugh.
It's crazy, Natalia coming out first and climbing the boulders, and then watching everyone else not.
And a top for Sergey Lochno. Just our 2nd top of the night for the men. So that will move him. That should move him. Let's see if it moves him up.
Second.
It does, yep, into 2nd.
There's one top.
One top. I mean, he did have zone on that first boulder really early, but no zones. No zones on the other boulders. See if Melina can figure out how to top. Man, it's been really hard for these athletes to get to the top here on number 3. Just that body position is kind of not obvious. Kaylin just crushing that step over.
Very committing.
It really seems like the body position must be really hard to find.
On,
and I think you're right.
3 or 4?
Oh, on 3. And I feel like it's not going dynamically. That is the way. I just don't. And everyone's getting sucked into it.
You also can't see how in-cut that volume is, and in the position where you're just looking up at this hold and you're like, maybe I just jump. It could be a jug. It's not a jug.
Maybe
Because some of those volumes are jugs. They have a very.
And they're sticky in a way that really catches you.
Yeah, but there's half of them are actually in-cut jugs, and then some are just flat, and then some are slopey.
Kaylin in that screw hole there. Oh.
That's so gnarly.
It is.
Like I said, don't grab the holes.
For that part, though, I feel like you kind of can.
No. I think you want to
just stand up on your foot.
Stand on your foot. I think once you start getting in your hands, you're taking weight off your feet.
Yeah, and then you lose the body position.
Yeah.
And honestly, sometimes even the height when you're trying to go up or over.
Your arm is in your face and getting in your way.
See if Melina Costanza can figure out a different way. Oof, looks like she's getting tired on.
Yeah.
Also, only 24 seconds left. Will Kaylin Leong make it happen? There we go.
Whoa.
Oh! I almost feel like if she went fast and like tried to match her feet and throw it out to the left, she might have been able to make it
Match
happen.
that jib fast?
You don't think you could?
No.
Okay, that's fair.
What?
I don't know. It looked good to me.
Oh, okay.
I might try. I mean, she was on it for so long.
She was on it for so long. She was on it for like less than a second.
It felt long. Some replays of the action that just happened.
Cordo jib switching.
I mean, there have been crazier things. Okay.
Okay.
Just waiting for our next pairing of athletes to come out.
Suspension of disbelief. I feel like every time you start a sentence, I also immediately interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. You're doing great, Ben. We love having you here. The collective we over here. Jojo Chi waiting for her final boulder. Ben is crushing. And Brooke is brushing. And Joe is brushing. Lots of brushing to be had. We are getting down to the end. This will be the last time you see women's number 3. And Jojo Chi on the wall. See if she chooses to use just her feet or try to grab holds, which Ben advises against.
Don't grab holds.
Don't grab holds, just use feet. Reminds me when my son's climbing, I go hands and feet, hands and feet. Otherwise, he tries to take his feet off. Ooh, Joe. Some quick movement there.
It is so nice to have Brooke back on the scene.
It is.
I forgot how rad it was to have her in the comps.
Yeah. Yeah, she hadn't done nationals since 2019, so cool to see her because she hasn't had to because she's been pre-qualified. And for Natalia, it's been since 2020, I believe.
Wow.
So to have them both back has been great. Natalia did do team trials in 2021, but the last nationals was 2020. And Joe Goodacre getting himself in a nice position. Just
Wow.
without the toe hook. We might have seen someone try that once, but he actually looked close on it.
Joe's maybe the only person that can make a final in a button-up T-shirt.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say make that move work. Yeah,
That too, but also I'm just now noticing that he's wearing a
maybe it
button-up
seems kind of
T-shirt.
loose fitting.
I'm sure it's like an active button-up.
Jojo Chi trying to set up for a top.
Cordo swap?
Well, I mean, hey, maybe. No, she's gonna go with a
She's
static
gonna go
swap. I mean, she doesn't need to. Kaylin was kind of falling. I was saying you might as well try to do a swap if you're coming
This
off.
is a top for JoJo.
Should be if
I
she
have-
can keep it together.
I have faith.
She's hesitating more than I prefer, but it will be a top. One hand, two
Sweet.
hands. Top for Jojo Chi. Great way for her to end her round, and I'm sure that will bump her up into the rankings nicely. Let's see where she currently is. Yep, that was her only top of the round, and she is currently in 5th place with still a few climbers to go for the women on number 4. And it looks like there is some blood on women's number 3, so those root setters are gonna go and clean it up. Gotta keep things nice and sanitary here. See if Joe can figure out how to, ooh, little foot slip.
Oh no.
Still plenty of time. I feel like this boulder climbs pretty fast, which is nice. I do think it's so funny when people are on boulders that do climb slow and then they have 10 seconds and all of a sudden they are climbing it fast. Like, it's funny how often that happens. You're like, oh.
You like suddenly learn how to just climb the boulder really well.
You're like, I don't care.
Oh man, I could have done that the whole time.
Yeah, and maybe been done with it 3 minutes earlier. 15 seconds left for Joe Goodacre. See if he can figure it out.
I wish we knew what jib that was.
I know. I do actually think
I
it
feel
is.
like Joe just does not have the
There he
time
goes.
to be just
There he goes.
slow poking his way through this move.
Oh no. Good efforts from Joe Goodacre. Really nice climbing in the round, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back with more of the action. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. It has been a very exciting round so far. Lots of close calls on the top, so let's look at some of those replays from some of those exciting attempts on the boulders for the men and the women. Jojo Chi getting a top to end her round. It really is the best feeling, isn't it, to end with a top?
Yeah. Especially the last boulder.
Yeah, it is. There's nothing like it. To start with the top and end with the top, those are kind of the best.
Mm-hmm.
It kind
You
of
forget
sets the
about your
tone.
first top by the end of the round.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So we're going to bring Brooke Rabitou back out onto women's number 3. She has 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the 2 minutes and 36 seconds left. So the route setters had to clean the boulder because there was too much blood on the boulder. So
Too much blood.
she went back, and now she's going to be out here by herself. And then when she's done with that 2 minutes and 30 seconds, we will resume the normal flow of climbing that we had before.
What is too much blood?
You know, I don't know what the definition is of too much
I feel like
blood.
it's any blood.
It could be. Could be. But sometimes I feel like if they don't see the blood,
Too much blood is visible blood.
visible blood.
Yeah.
I think it's
Once
okay.
the
Too
judges-
much blood equals visible blood.
Because I feel like that's like the unspoken secret with the athletes is everyone's bleeding, and
but
it's
is
just
anyone seeing it?
it's just a game of like, can I get away without the judges seeing that I'm
exactly.
bleeding?
You know what? You nailed it on the head. That is the definition. Visible blood.
No, but Brooke's not bleeding. Someone else bled on this boulder, and I think Brooke pointed it out and said, hey, there's blood on this boulder.
I mean, which is gross.
Blood technical. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
gross. And also potentially a really good technical decision.
Totally.
You're like 2
Yeah.
minutes in your boulder, a powerful
Yeah.
boulder. And
I
you're
mean,
like, hey, there's blood on this boulder. You
Blood.
get lucky to be the
Blood.
person who finds blood on the boulder. But hey, you get a little rest and then try the boulder again.
I mean, when I see blood on a boulder in the gym or like a piece of skin, I like quickly go to the front desk and I'm like, hey, there's blood on this boulder.
I'm the opposite. I'm
Ew.
just like, I just couldn't care less.
Oh my gosh, I like don't grab it. I go wash my hands if I did grab it.
Yeah.
We'll see if Brooke finds that drop knee that we think that Natalia used. We honestly can't remember. If anyone finds a replay of that, we'd love to see it in our next set of replays. Wow. Oh
so
my
she's trying to go,
gosh.
she's trying to go
That is
fast.
so
and I
hard.
just don't think that's
I
the
mean, I
way.
feel
it's
like
a way maybe, but
yeah, I feel like that she like having just done that attempt might indicate to her that she might need to do it
Yeah,
another way
I
because
think
like she hit it as perfect as you probably could in order to stick it, and it still didn't seem possible.
probably like V12 way.
Yeah, good thing she climbs like V15 though.
She comes like V60.
That's true.
We did the ground downgraded though.
Well, that's why I said V15.
I know,
but
but I'm pretty sure she also climbs V60. She just
I
like,
mean,
hasn't done it yet.
totally. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, capable. Yes, V16 capable. Also the first 515C for a woman.
Which is just way harder than V16.
True. Very true.
Like
Sorry we're throwing out all these numbers if you are not a climber. Oh, that is smart, though. But definitely not enough time.
That looked so hard. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
be real.
I
That would
don't
look improbable.
disagree that it looks hard, but good efforts there from Brooke Rabbitoon. Not going to be able to walk away with the top. Climbed the bottom really nicely, just kind of unable to find the right way to finish this boulder, which we've seen really every woman other than Natalia struggle with that finish. Again, it would be really nice to be reminded of how she did it, because we're not 100% sure. Too much climbing has happened. I think I agree with what you're saying. I just would
don't know
love
how
to
she
see
did
it.
Yeah.
We are done with the women's number 3 boulder, and we only have women's number 4 left in the round, as well as men's number 4. And Nikaya Sanders is taking the long walk to women's number 4 and noting that she's walking, which is a good idea because they can't start till you get there.
I know. I love to see which athletes walk and which athletes run.
I think Emma and I were talking about it earlier, and I think because you do have to run in semis and qualifiers, I think people forget that you can walk in finals.
I was watching one of the World Cups with some buddies a long time ago, and one of them pointed out, it was like, the athletes looked so goofy running out to the boulders during semifinals. And then there's, I think he said Miho walks out to every boulder in every round and looks so cool doing it.
Also, Shauna Coxey walks.
Yeah.
She doesn't run either.
And then I decided that I wanted to be the guy that could walk out to the boulders and just still do them, even though I wasted 40 seconds of my time walking instead of running.
Oh, you mean you're saying Miho walks out in every round?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I think Shauna just walked in the finals. I don't think she
No,
walked in the other
in
rounds.
qualifiers,
wow. I'm gonna
struts
start
out.
paying attention to that.
She might not do it anymore. Maybe she never did it, but I'm pretty sure she was just there's some athletes that just
Oh, Cosmo.
Okay, so
Slipping
this
out of
one
that.
is, this one's important.
Yes,
This is
he
it.
definitely
This is-
needs to do this boulder if he
Yeah, deciding the
wants to have a shot at the podium.
all important, but this will decide
He's in
who
4th
wins.
currently.
But this will put him in
Contention.
for first. Yes, I believe.
I believe too. If I'm being honest, math is not my strongest suit, but I think you're right. Ooh, Nikaya Sanders.
I think this is actually her bread and butter. The other one might be hard, but this one is.
Oh.
That was your Cordo.
Hey, But I did think, well, no, I guess she did kind of do it the way. So. See, it did look like she could, huh?
She made it look possible. I did not think it was possible. and
Don't
you made it look
poo-poo my ideas, man.
I will not poo-poo your ideas.
I feel like Cosmo's plenty capable of this one. And now that he figured out the first move, hopefully he can just have the patience to...
The patience.
Yeah,
and the last
this
move
does
is the
require
question. It's
patience. And he... not that he's not patient, but he does seem excited when he climbs. Let's say that.
I would go as far as to say he is rarely patient.
Well, you know him better than I do, so. Okay, back on women's number 4, her last boulder of the round. Just a little off balance there. Yeah, she has all the zones, but has not gone atop yet, but currently in 7th place. And for the women, that's out of 10. That is the hard part about having the 10 women in the final. Because, for the men, their lowest rank can be 8th, but for the women, it's 10.
Does it all go up from national team ranking?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. My boy, you need to try this again.
Telepathically speak to him.
Thank you.
Nikaya setting up again for the final moves on women's number 4. Is she going to make it happen? Oh, that was so close. She's going to go again.
She's going to go again.
Cosmo needs to get on the wall if he's going to go again.
He's not getting on the wall. Now
He's patient. I know. I was about to say.
Yeah, this is buzzer beaters for both.
Oh my gosh. I need a chalk bag. Whoa. Cosmo. Oh, Nakai. Wow, 5 seconds left for both of them. Are they going to be able to make it happen?
Come on,
Not for
Nikaya.
Cosmo, but unfortunately
no.
not for Nikaya either, but great emotion from both of them. Really exciting climbing to watch, keeping us all on our toes. I can't breathe, I'm sweating. Oh,
Yeah, I'm stressed.
I don't want to say great sports action, but it really was. Quick replay, Cosmo earlier, it was one of his earlier attempts, and Nikaya is getting so close.
It's interesting to me that she chose to go fast
I
because
know, I agree.
she's possibly the best slab
At
climber
standing
I know.
on her feet,
Yeah,
yes,
she is-
specifically.
She is like
I know. So, especially after the first time where she like got close and like still fell, you would have thought she at least would try it once slower. But also sometimes that feeling, right? You're like, oh, but I'm so close. I gotta
The
try
trap.
it again.
The
It is a
trap.
trap.
a little bit of cheese. Could have this snap.
Wow, that's graphic. Annalise Van Hong getting ready for her last boulder of the night, as is Augie Chi. I feel like it'll be fun to watch Augie on this. He definitely could climb well on this. Same with Annalise. She has done a good, I think she has 2 zones, both of them on her first attempt, which is great.
Where does the top put her? 45?
45, yeah, if she flashes, right? So that would put her in fourth, because Melina still has another climb to do, but third before Melina climbs. She is another athlete who, when she's on, like flashing things that suit her, and she reads correctly. Like she's very good at flashing. I feel like
Oh,
the
she's
same,
such a
similar
talented
to
athlete. Yeah, so
to
talented.
Natalia. Like some people really, I think, have flashing high up in their skill set.
I was
Oh my gosh.
wondering when someone was going to try this.
Wow.
I was
Hey.
wondering if it was worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how much you like mantles, right? Oof. Also, that left hand, not that good to be coming out of that position.
Yeah.
I only feel like you could try it that way a couple times. Your triceps get so sore. Or not sore, just fatigued.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
already.
He looks sore. He looks sore.
Yeah. Well, he might be sore from the other rounds too, right? Yeah, I was always shocked at how quickly mantles would fatigue me in a competition. You're like, the first try, you're like, oh, this is nothing. And then by the 5th, you're like, I can't.
These climbers don't bench press.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe now,
Like
though, I
their
feel
first
like
ever
you
bench
all
press.
lift more than
We
like
do
the
lift
older
more, yeah.
generations. Augie going back to his original beta, or something more similar to
I
his
think
original.
that's for sure the way.
Yeah. I do like that he tried it, though. Honestly, oh no. Annalise was so close to sticking that. I was going to say mantles, too. Like, definitely easier if your arms are shorter. Whoa.
Whoa.
That was cool. It could work.
Are they easier if your arms are shorter or longer?
No, they're easier if they're shorter because you have
Well,
less to push up over.
You got less to push up over, but then you got so much foot to get up there. If your arms are long and you're over your arms, then your feet are closer to your
No,
hands.
I really think it's easier if your arms are shorter.
Well, it depends on if you're like trying to get over your hands is the hard
Yeah.
part, or getting your foot up. For me, it's getting my foot up.
What?
like-
That could be
It's a mobility issue.
maybe it's not just arms. It's like how long are your legs too. Like maybe
Yeah.
you need short arms, short legs.
Short arms, short legs.
Much better position here for Annalise. Let's see if
Dude,
she
he
can
did it,
finish
and he made it work.
There we go. Augie Chi.
That was a way.
Creativity. And a top for Annalise Van Hong. Great way to end her final round.
Provisionally in 4th.
I believe that's where she should be. Yep, provisionally in 4th. Just 0.4 ahead of Brooke Rabitou right now, and Brooke still has 1 boulder to do. And 0.1 behind Melina Costanza, who also has 1 boulder. And Augie Chi, no, I was about to say he might have enough time to jump. No, he's shaking his head. I don't know about that then.
That's the worst.
30
You get off the
seconds
wall
is
on your
not-
last boulder, and you don't have enough time to try it again, but you got way too much time to just sit there and be bummed that you didn't do the boulder.
That's why he's going to try it again.
That's why he's going to try it again with 23 seconds left.
But I agree, that is a terrible little position to be in. I mean, if he moves fast enough, he could make it happen.
Why would you
Well, don't look back at the clock.
What are you?
This isn't lead climbing. All right, Augie-Chi, let's see if he can get it done. Oh,
This is a foot pick again.
I've seen a lot of foot slips this round of competition. And that was a lot of fun action. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break and be back with just a few more climbers. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. We just have a few more climbers to go before we can officially name who are our new national champions. Of course, once the comp's over, we will have that appeals window. So once we get the A-OK about that, we'll for sure know who are our winners. Another quick look at Annalise Van Hong. Unfortunately fell a few times on this boulder, but was able to get it done. I think she had like a minute left on the clock too, so getting close to that stressor time of running out of time, but really nice to see her finish her round at the top, and she is provisionally in 4th place right now. Both Melina Costanza and Brooke Rabatou still, and KM Suleman still having to climb. So we'll have to see how that pans out as Vale Everett is running to the 4th boulder for the men. This will be his final boulder of the competition, and he is our leader from semifinals. So this is the last time you will see any of the men climbing. After this, the men's competition will be over, but we will still have women to climb. So those results for the men will be official earlier than the women's, since their competition will end before. Always have to save room for that appeals window. Bale right onto the boulder. He's had kind of a rough round, but I'm sure he would be psyched to end with the top here, and it would really move him up in the standings. So see if he can make it happen as KM Suleman is working her way through the opening moves of the women's boulder. Again, a top for her would be helpful to move her up a bit into the standings, and like Ben mentioned earlier, national champion is huge, but just overall rank moving into the next competition, team trials in March. It's really important to end this competition as high ranked as possible. So even if national champion is out of reach for you, your journey to possibly making the national team is still alive, and you're going to want to give it your all.
Is she eligible for?
Now, KM is not eligible, but for the other athletes,
yes.
So KM and Kaylin are not eligible, but someone like Vale, and then we still have Brooke and Melina to climb.
Yeah.
So,
Like
I
right
mean,
now,
for
Vale's
KM
just
and
fighting
Kaylin,
for points for
yeah,
team.
yeah, Vale is fighting for points for team, and honestly, KM and Kaylin, this competition for them is all about gaining experience, because they can't
and
go
clout
and
clout
and clout, as Ben says. Man, Vale coming off the end again. Yeah, I mean, I think it's huge to be able to come to this competition as an athlete and know that you're not eligible for team or team trials, and then get to just like climb and test yourself against the best in the country and also some of the best in the world, and have just a lot less pressure riding on this competition in general.
So I'm pretty sure that Hugo Hoyer is our national champion
Provisionally.
with one top in the entire competition.
And I'm trying to think. I'm not sure that's ever happened before.
I think
That would be wild.
He topped one boulder in the entire competition.
It's like this was his only top all week. Yes.
All week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because other people might have gotten tops in other rounds, but he did not.
Yeah, I think he has a single top in all of nationals.
That's insane. That's amazing.
Yeah, that is so
What
sick.
what a week of or a few days of boulders.
It's like the complete opposite of the year Nathaniel didn't fall.
Oh my
The
gosh.
entire bouldering season.
That's so true. I don't know. I still prefer this. I prefer it to be harder.
Oh, this is one of the, I think, my favorite national championships I've ever competed in.
Amazing.
This is the best set.
Oh, I like Vale's method here.
Yeah, yeah. He's running dangerously low in time.
Yeah, it
And
would
so is
really be
Cam.
nice for him to get a top here. Same with KM.
I think she still has time to top this boulder, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Vale's thrown in the towel. Great climbing from him this week. I know he'll be disappointed with this
Yeah.
round, but KM. See the foot hop?
Yep. Yeah. She
I-
didn't match the jib.
She didn't match the jib.
But you were right.
Really,
You were right.
Really, the jib matching was just because Kaylin was falling. I was like, oh, she could just quickly boom,
But
boom,
you were
boom.
so right. The
Yeah.
paddle to the with
Yeah.
the foot stomp is.
Yeah, why
yeah,
not a foot
maybe
stomp?
that is actually the way.
Great climbing from KM Sulman. And, oof, gosh, what a fall there from Vale Everett. Really good climbing from him as well. Unfortunately, just wasn't his day.
Yeah, that one's
But
gonna be hard
he's
for
had,
him.
yeah, I mean,
That's a hard one for him.
again, still have team trials. I'm sure at the end of the day, his goal, I mean, of course, 2-time back-to-back national champion would have been nice, but the goal is still team for most of these athletes. Vale specifically, after getting to get some experience on the circuit this last year, I'm sure he wants to get more. So,
Yeah, he is quite hungry.
oh yeah, for sure. So once I mean, again, you can be disappointed. That's part of sport, right?
I would be mad if he wasn't
Yeah,
disappointed.
yeah. You can be disappointed and then get refocused for the goal at hand. Your defending national champion for the women, Melina Costanza, on her final boulder of the night. She's generally really good on her feet as well. In fact, that that boulder that she did in at World Championships,
Mm-hmm.
I
It's been
mean-
going really viral lately.
I popped up the other day on my feed.
Twice,
Yeah,
twice.
yeah. I was
Popped
like,
up on
oh,
my feed
hey.
twice. I liked it both times.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
I liked it twice.
Liked it so much, I liked it twice. Yeah, so definitely a boulder I could see her getting through pretty quickly as long as she finds the right body positions. So cool to see her get third at World Championships. That was a little scary. I do like that she was still committed to stepping over even though she was a little out of balance, but also a little scary. Because sometimes, right, you are off balance, and if you just still commit to that motion, you can hold things. So it's like,
Yeah.
why not try? But it's also the way that volume
I feel
is
like
sticking out is a little scary.
Super scary.
They have it the same volume on the other side, and it's like together.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I like went
we
and
have
looked
we
at
have
it
one of those
earlier.
at the bouldering project right now.
Oh, nice.
We got like a big one.
It's almost like a spear.
Yeah, it is a
head.
spear that you have to now
I know, then stand
step
on.
onto.
But then it made me feel better because it feels more sturdy. Nice close-up of her footwork here. Just inching her way over. Plenty of time. Oh. Kind of focusing on grabbing that undercling a little too much. Definitely would be nice to see her just go with her foot.
Just stand with the feet. Don't grab the holds. Grab the holds last. Do the move, then grab the holds. I think that's what I say.
Yeah. Get to the hold and be like, hello, hold. Oof. Having trouble getting back into that stance on that hold. Oof.
What is happening?
I
right
don't
now? What
know.
is happening? I think her palm is facing the
Yeah,
wrong way.
it was not that way before. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
that-
go.
yeah, that's
She's-
it.
It's one of those things too where you're like, wait a second, what is off? Why is this not working?
I hate when that happens.
It's
You
the
like do a move
worst.
first time,
Oh my gosh.
and it's like not that bad, and then you fall on the top, and you're like, oh, I'll just go back up there and change this, and then you can't start the boulder again.
Oh my gosh, the amount of times I can remember that happening, it's like the most frustrating thing in the entire world. Luckily, she doesn't really need her arms for the rest of the boulder. Just needs to step over. I don't know.
I think it's expression. And I think it's the one with the little
It's like the little.
nub
Well,
in the middle.
Oh, that one.
Mhm.
Ew.
Yeah.
Well, more reason not to grab it.
It's- yeah.
Just step your foot over and then lightly use it to move your body. Man, really running down the clock here. Oof. This is what I'm talking about presses too, though. Like mantling presses. Like that's a minor one, but it does over time. Gosh, it just rocks your triceps.
More bench press. This is such a funny start because they
There we
tagged that
go.
left volume. And so, like, in theory, you could start all the way on the left side of it.
Oh yeah.
But then they added all these other holds that are tagged, so you're like, oh, I really
So
have
I
to
really
start
have
all
to
the
start
way
over
here.
there, yeah. They're like, but if the tape.
Yes,
there we go.
See?
Oh my
Feet,
gosh,
then hands.
5 seconds left. Oh, you don't have time to dance, Melina.
No,
Come on.
she's getting zoned. That was
That's fair.
That was her. I
That's
see. I
fair.
moved my hips on the zone.
Oh yes.
Oh my god, that was fantastic. That was peak sportsmanship.
That was.
Yeah, because they've been really,
I
really
know.
stingy with the zones this comp.
I know.
Really stingy with the zones.
That was great. Really great
that was
climbing from Melina
amazing.
Costanza. No top to end her round, but doesn't matter. She is provisionally in second place. Won't be the back-to-back national champion this year, but really great climbing. And with that, we are down to our final athlete of the night. Wow, this round just flew by. Not in the same way speed does, but it is wild that we're already at the end. Brooke Rabbitoux getting some brushing in before she takes her first attempt.
I can't get over Molina's side.
I mean,
I
I know
got
that
the
was
zone.
great.
You-
I'm
you
not
see
sure
my
we've
hips
ever
moving?
seen somebody do that on a wall ever either. Lots of firsts this week.
Yeah.
Also nice to see people having fun with it.
You imagine if they didn't give it the zone.
Oh my gosh. Also wild how much easier it was to not do this press to get over. That was like crazy easy for her. Nice start so far for Brooke Rabbitoux. Oof. A little bit reaching for that crimp a little early before her foot was like placed better. Also, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it kind of looked like it's a little more out of reach for her. Even more reason to just like not even try to touch it until like she's established in that split. Like it was definitely really hard to tell, but it looked like she was having to reach up so hard that it was like pulling her off the wall.
Well, I think the move is like spinning, coming out, and then going in. And there's a lot of people like you're stepping over your right foot, so you're like pivoting away from the wall, and you need to be pivoting in because you see everyone like land in the position, but their butt's so far away from the wall.
Yep. See.
Yeah.
Way better method for her specifically. I mean, probably for everyone, but especially not having. I mean, her reach is a 5'2.5", so it's not. She's 5'2" with like a plus ½ inch, so like the reach itself is not amazing. So definitely have to recalibrate some of those
5'2.5".
movements, right?
I was short.
No, because it's like it's funny because like JoJo's 5'1", but a +4, like that's incredible. I do think Silver Ray is like 4'10" with a +1. That's kind of rough too.
That's also super rough.
Yeah, but hey, she was in the semifinal earlier. A phenomenal climber. Super close on that last attempt. I'm sure Brooke will be trying to be even more intentional with all the placements this time. So much easier now. She's like, do I even need this?
It's not the one with
I was
the
gonna say
nub.
it doesn't have the nub. That was a
dual
really nice
text.
close up.
Yeah. and then the next hold is just not a hold. It's just
Yeah, might as well be a screw hole. God, that would be funny, right?
Wow.
What if one day they just tape a screw hole?
I don't think they can.
Oh, that's probably true.
It's just technically part of the volume.
Oh yeah, that'd be the whole volume.
Like the jib is just
Ooh,
there.
having to go a little dynamic there to finish,
Sick.
but a top at the end for Brooke Rabbitoux. Great way to finish her round of climbing. That moves her up into provisional second place. So
Do you know
both
Josh? Go ahead.
men and women are done, and we're just waiting for the final official results after the appeals window closes. What were you going to say, Ben?
I feel like Brooke always has a scratch on her cheek from
No,
slap
that's like a
climbing.
little birthmark
Oh,
freckle
okay.
thing. Yeah.
I feel like I thought
It's
it was
really
just
tiny.
like scratching her cheek.
Another look at Brooke's great send. Oh, that's not the one. This is it. Her send of women's number 4, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with your results and the flower ceremony. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. What an event tonight. We're going to take a look at those final results for the men. They are official, which means Hugo Hoyer is your new YETI Climbing National Champion, followed by Cosmo Rothfork in second, Sergey Lochno in third, Landers Gadosh in fourth, Agichi in fifth, Vale Everett in sixth, Joe Goodacre in seventh, and Joshua Gerhardt in eighth. Hugo Hoyer's first time as national champion in the boulder discipline. Super exciting for him. And we will have those women's results for you after the break.
For me, motivation comes from the chance to go faster and faster. I find speed pretty addicting.
The power of we is all for one. It's all for you. It's always there for you. It completes your circle. It says you've got a team even when you're out there alone. And with Intermountain Health in your circle, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
You don't get a fire in your belly with a boring breakfast. You gotta light that sucker up with the good stuff. Kodiak stuff. Whole grains and a whole lot of protein stuff. Eating hearty sets the table for epic days ahead. Dig in and you'll see. It's wild what you and a real Kodiak breakfast can do. Proud sponsor of USA Climbing.
Out here. We play different. We don't play with whistles or referees. We play with adrenaline and euphoria. We play a roughhouse with failure. We don't play games out here.
Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. The climbing is done and we are ready for the flower ceremony. So we're gonna throw it down to Lex and he's gonna announce your podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to announce the winners of the YETI Climbing National Championship Boulders. You guys can meet me here in the middle. All right. Starting with the men. In third place, everybody make some noise for Sergey Lochno. Come on up, Sergey, come on up. Nice work, Sergey. In second place, taking silver, make some noise for Cosmo Rothfork. Come on out, Cosmo. And in first place, your 2026 YETI Bouldering National Champion. Let's hear it for Hugo Hoyer. Come on out, Hugo. One more time for the boys, make some noise. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll be doing your award ceremony here in just a moment. You guys can head to the side so we can announce the ladies. All right. For the ladies, in third place, taking the bronze medal in your 2026 YETI National Championship. Let's hear it for Melina Costanza. Come on out. In second place, taking silver, make some noise for Brooke Rabitou. And your first place 2026 Boulder National Champion is Natalia Grossman. Make some noise. One more time, everybody, let's hear it. All right, we will be doing our award ceremony here in just a few minutes. Stick around, take some photos, cry with us, get emotional with us, and thank you guys again. You guys have been an amazing crowd.
All the emotion on the athletes' faces and the congratulations. It's a great competition, really tough, but they all persevered and psyched to have a new national champion. So let's look at that women's leaderboard. So Natalia Grossman, you're a new national champion. Hasn't been national champion in Boulder since 2020, so fun to be back up there. Followed by Brooke Rabitou in second, Melina Costanza in third, Adriana Kiko Clark in fourth, Annalise Van Hong in fifth, Nikaya Sanders in sixth, Jojo Chi in seventh, Khadija Magal Suman in eighth, Kaylin Leong in ninth, and Nora Chi in 10th. That was such an exciting round. Ben, Hannah, that was a joy. You did
so
wonderful.
much for having me.
Thank you. I had a blast. Please join us again, and good luck at
well,
team trials.
thank
and
you.
We'll see you later.
Yeah, see you soon.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and after that, we'll have our interviews with the winners. Yay! Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. The climbing is done, and we want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Intermountain Health, The North Face, Kodiak, True Blue, Waldtopia, and YETI, and also our official climbing hold partners of USA Climbing, 360 Holds, Artline, Blocks, Blue Pill, Cheetah, EP Climbing, Expression Holds, Flat Hold, Rock City, Simple, Squadra, Super, Technic, and Vezi. And I am so excited to be joined by your new national champion in the Boulder competition, Hugo Hoyer. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This was a extremely tough few days of competition. Those boulders were hard in every single round. How did you keep it together?
I just kind of, like, I knew they were hard. I could tell by, like, how few people were coming back early and everything. And you just have to, like, stay focused. And I also know, like, I know I prepared for this well. So, like, if the boulders are going to be hard for me, they're probably hard for a lot of people. And so it's easy, like, it's not super hard to kind of just stay calm, and eventually things will work out. And that's how they did it.
Yeah, that is a great perspective, and they definitely worked out for you. And now you've won team trials in the boulder discipline. You've also won nationals in the lead discipline, but this is your first time winning the boulder discipline in nationals. I'm sure it feels great to be able to check this.
It is good. It felt like the last thing that I, like, hadn't done. I'd never been boulder national champion. It was team trial champion, but it's like, it's still good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anytime you're in a final, even on a podium at these big Elite Series championships, I think it's a huge deal. But you're right. Like, there's something about the fact that it is the YETI climbing national champion. Like, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. It just feels very, I don't know. I'm just happy. It's hard. I'm bad at this. But
no, you're doing great. You're doing amazing. No, we're so excited for you. This is so awesome. And, you know, you have team trials in a few weeks, and I'm sure going into that with this rank of first place from this to then add on to whatever happens there, I mean, gives you a really good shot so far to possibly get back on the national team. Is that something you're really excited about?
That's the goal. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the best start I can get. So I'm excited to go in and just try to replicate this, or at least something close, and just feel good out at team trials. And yeah, we only have like 2 weeks, I think, until I leave again. So
well,
it's gonna be a busy 2 weeks.
Yeah, a busy 2 weeks. Definitely don't train too hard. Make sure you take some rest in between, because obviously you deserve it after this incredible competition this week for you. But we're so excited for you. Congrats again on being the new national champion. And you're great at the interview, and I hope I get to interview you again. We are going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with your women's champion. Welcome back to YETI Climbing National Championships. I am joined by your new national champion in the boulder discipline, Natalia Grossman. The last time she was national champion was in 2020. So how does it feel to be back on top of the podium again?
I guess speechless.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, that was 6 years ago. I didn't even think I wasn't in finals, and then I was later told that I was, and then I kind of broke down because I was actually really happy to not be in finals and just not risk hurting my shoulder more. So then once it felt like it was my decision, that was almost harder. I wasn't sure if I wanted to compete or not, and I was like, I'm just going to show up and look at the boulders, and they were probably the most shoulder-friendly boulders we've had all weekend. Qualifiers was definitely the worst. shock.
Yeah, I mean, I had been talking about this throughout the broadcast, like just how hard of a position it is to be in when you're nursing an injury. You're trying not to hurt yourself further. Team trials is only a few weeks away. There's not a lot of time in between, and you know, you're such a talented athlete with such an incredible resume, so you have the pressure of that. And I mean, it was a lot to handle, and I think you did a phenomenal job handling all the pressure and all the emotions. And like you said, it really was like every round got a little bit better for your shoulder in terms of how the boulders were. And I mean, talk to you a little bit how, I mean, it is crazy how with injuries like this, it's like in some ways, you know, the climbing's fine, and then it's like one move can really just throw it off.
Yeah, that definitely happened in semifinals, just some of the moves and qualifiers, and a bit on the second final boulder. I kind of, yeah, on my last try was like, I'm just going to stop. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, like given all of your experience, I think you know yourself better than anyone and know what you can and can't handle. And of course, you had Zach here, who's helpful and also like working through some of the pain that might have come from some of the awkward movements, and then also just knowing when to stop if you need to, I think is great that you're able to do that. And yeah, I mean, we loved being able to see you out there, and there were definitely moments where we could see that, you know, you were in positions that felt comfortable enough for you to climb and articulate your climbing the way we're used to seeing it. And I mean, I have to say, watching you top the last boulder, and it was just like such a relief. You could tell from you, and like getting all that emotion out, like I bet that felt so good.
It was pretty freeing. Lots of sobbing has happened this competition. Lots of emotions, and yeah, almost a year ago, I tore my ACL and was just so excited to be back here. And then a month ago, I dislocated my shoulder and didn't think I would be here. And yeah, Zach was like, normal people wouldn't be here, but I don't give up. But I also knew that if I didn't compete, I wouldn't be giving up. I would be making the right choice. So thank you, Megan McDonald, for reminding me that.
Nice shout out to Megan McDonald, one of the USA Climbing coaches. Well, I'm so proud of you. I think you handled yourself so well. Congratulations again on becoming national champion again, and we're really excited to see you at team trials. Fingers crossed, yes. And yeah, hopefully your shoulder heals up a little bit in the meantime. And again, like, what a great example for all the other athletes out there to show how strong you are, not just physically, but mentally, and how you can handle everything. So congratulations again.
Thank you, Megan.
And yeah, of course, love seeing you in here. And thank you everyone for watching this competition. We had a great time. We'll be at team trials in March. Stay tuned, up to date on USA Climbing's socials. And thanks for watching. Have a great night. See you all later.
For me, motivation comes from the chance to go faster and faster. I find speed pretty addicting.
The power of we is all for one. It's all for you. It's always there for you. It completes your circle. It says you've got a team even when you're out there alone. And with Intermountain Health in your circle, you'll always have the care you need to live the healthiest life possible. That's the power of we. Intermountain Health.
You don't get a fire in your belly with a boring breakfast. You gotta light that sucker up with the good stuff. Kodiak stuff. Whole grains and a whole lot of protein stuff. Eating hearty sets the table for epic days ahead. Dig in and you'll see. It's wild what you and a real Kodiak breakfast can do. Proud sponsor of USA Climbing.
Out here. We play different. We don't play with whistles or referees. We play with adrenaline and euphoria. We play roughhouse with failure. We don't play games out here.